Distant Nerding.
Oh, hey! Ooh. New button. Who's this?
That was good. That's great.
And here we go.
I'm very uncomfortable.
Everybody? Oh, yes. Old
like
school. It's been a while since we've used that theme, but yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are here. It is time. It is Taco Tuesday. And you know what that means. You are now experiencing distance nerding.
Part of the Comic-Con Geek Freaks network of podcasts. I don't know.
Her magnetic personality may just get her into the MCU. It's Jen from Frey Comics.
Ooh.
He's back, but scared and confused. It's SHDU.
There he
He's
is.
bamfing in and out of he's bamfing in and out of show
Watching
spoilers. It's
I can
Jahmez
hear it through that.
5,000.
He just found out the Alamo was built without a basement. It's young Phil, and guess what? We're here to nerd together. Somehow together. Nailed it for the 223rd time, talking about anything pop culture, news, movies, food, music, wrestling, comics, Comic-Cons, whatever you're nerding out on, we want to talk about it.
Now, of course, if you are watching on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. That really helps us out. Listen on your favorite podcast app, whether it's on Spotify or if you're on Apple Podcasts. I don't know why I couldn't say Apple Podcasts just right there. Leave us a review. Remember, 5 stars helps us so much. Follow us on all the social medias: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Threads, Blue Sky, Discord, all the places at Distance Nerding. Of course, you can email us at your place of choice if that place of choice is distancenerding@aol.com.
I mean, technically it goes to a Gmail, but it's just
Right.
funny that it's AOL. Get it? It's a joke.
Well,
Funny.
Yeah.
It's an email.
It's an email. You want more than that? It's an email. It's an email.
All right, let's get into it.
All right.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you have now stumbled onto the best kept secret on the internet. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now watching the download. I'm gonna be honest. I wish the button you could put a label on it, but you can't.
You can't put a label on it?
It does not let me put labels on the button. It just has a picture and that's it.
So weird.
Yeah.
Just odd.
Just a little.
I was
bit.
having a meltdown, so I muted myself.
Gotcha.
Just
Well,
FYI. I'm just
well,
telling
ladies
you
and
that
gentlemen,
right now.
let's jump into the show here. This week on deck, we've got the Geek End Update.
It's a gem of a Comic-Con season.
Ooh.
That's right. Of course, starting rumors.
Is Iger giving Disney Plus a Disney minus?
Ooh. And rounding out the end of the show, it's the download.
An
X-Men actor
is
spilling the tea on Doomsday.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned after the download. We do have some extra content after the show for everybody here. But before we jump into all of that, of course,
But first,
let me get a shout out. Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to Dubby. Dubby is a brand of energy drinks created to help focus, concentration, reaction time with no jitters or crash. Dubby contains no maltodextrin, no sugar, no fillers, no artificial colors or dyes. Find out more about Dubby at www.dubby.gg. Use the code NERDING10 and get 10% off your order. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 100% worth it. It is delicious, and you got to get it. I mean, everybody here who gets Dubby will pretty much all attest to its deliciousness.
Deliciousness.
never had it.
I have, and I like it.
And of course, Distance Nerding is also part of the Geek Freaks Network.
That's
you,
right.
Okay. Yeah, there we go. Connecting, informing, and entertaining fellow geeks and nerds, however you identify, creating a space where fans can explore their fandoms, discover new ones, and engage in meaningful discussions. Check out the Geek Freaks podcasts, Challenge Accepted, Outlast Productions, Fandom Portals, Who's Got Next Game, Disney Mom's Gone Wrong, Geek Freaks interviews, Headlines, Anime Plus, and of course, Distance Nerding, the show you're watching right now. Whether you're into blockbuster films, classic video games, or niche comic series, the Geek Freaks Network has got you covered. You can find out more at gfpods.com. Once again, that is gfpods.com.
That's right. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep rolling along here. It is time for the Geek End Update.
Yes. Clickety
Field
clack.
correspondent this time.
Ooh, I like this. Are you guys ready? I'm ready. I am so ready. Gem State Comic Con, May 17th and 18th, Boise, Idaho, at the Expo, Idaho. This is gonna be amazing. Do we have anybody to talk about it? Because I want to talk about this.
I believe we do.
So,
Yes, I believe we have a field correspondent.
that is right. Well, not just a field correspondent, ladies and gentlemen, here to talk about Gem State Comic Con, the man, the myth, the legend, and legend is it, the man who puts all of this together. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the show our friend and everybody's friend in the world. It's Dave Hayworth.
Hi, how's my picture? It's good.
Yep.
Let's
You
see.
can see you. Oh,
Hey, look at you.
hey, there we go.
Yeah. Okay. There. Yeah.
Looking
You can
great,
see
man.
part of my new couch. I got a new couch here.
Nice.
You got the background. You got the whole virtual background though.
Yeah,
We
you got like a whole
turn
thing
it off.
going.
Let's
Good.
let's see what we're cooking.
Oh
Let's see what
no.
we're working with here.
Nah, it's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome. We're excited. Hey, what are you doing Friday? Let's hang out.
Yeah, you want to hang out Friday? Maybe Sunday. Maybe. Yeah.
Sunday night, and we're all taking a nap together. That'd be perfect. So
As
Let's
if we're
get
not
into
leaving at like 6 in the morning on Monday.
let's get into this. Gem State Comic Con, May 17th, 18th, Boise, Idaho. What year is this of Gem State? How many?
6 now?
6? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It has grown every single year. I think we've been with you. Philippe and I were talking about it. I think this is our 4th year for Gem State.
Is it? I thought you were at all of them, but I guess yeah.
No.
One year was the first year was a COVID year. It was the COVID show we did. We did virtual panels, and we showed live movies and stuff like that. We did a bunch of stuff. So yeah, the COVID year was a little crazy. That was actually the official first year, but yeah, and then 2020 was the first live year.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. And we were there. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Super.
Sam Jones was the headliner back then.
That's how it works. I was super excited for this because, like we were saying, every year Gem State has like grown and grown and grown. Like, and it's like not like one little piece has grown. Every single piece. So like the footprint of the con, the number of vendors, the number of artists, the level of guests that have con, the haircut that Philippe has gotten better and better. So every single year.
Yeah.
It's just been amazing. And this year, oh my gosh, the lineup that you bring to Gem State is amazing. Can we just do the quick rundown and then we can get into each one?
Yeah, I can give you some of the headliners, I guess. But there's so many great ones,
Yeah, well, I'll run through it. I got it right here in front of me. So Bonnie Wright from Harry Potter fame. That's amazing. So Jenny Weasley is going to be there. Ray Park, Darth Maul himself from Star Wars is going to be there. And perfect timing because there's going to be a new Star Wars animated Darth Maul piece coming. So that's amazing that he's going to be there. So Duke Nukem himself, John St. John, is going to be there.
Oh.
That's awesome. I dig that. So voice actor John St. John, and then Brian O'Halloran and Marilyn Gigliotti from Clerks is going to be there. This is going to be awesome with a special 18 and over panel.
First time ever.
Oh, this is going to get nuts.
I had to do that because when I walked in the panel room when you were interviewing him in Reno, for Silver Age Comic Con, and the first word I heard as soon as I entered the door is the F word. I'm like, oh no.
Oh yeah.
He warned everybody at the beginning of the show. He's like, so just so everybody knows, this is going to be rated R. You have nothing that you can do about this. It's happening this way. I was like, all right, we're just going with it. Let's go.
Okay, yep.
So super excited about it. And to be honest, Marilyn and Brian are hilarious. So it's such a fun panel. Such good people.
Yeah, Marilyn, believe it or not, if you keep up with her on Instagram and social media, she says this will probably be her last show on the West Coast.
Oh,
wow.
Wow.
Yeah, she's moving from Los Angeles back to East Coast, somewhere around there. And so most likely she won't be doing any West Coast shows anymore. So that was sad to hear, but also good for Idaho to get her last appearance on the West
You hear
Coast.
that, internet? Get to Idaho. Get to Gem State Comic-Con. Last appearance of Marilyn Gigliotti. And it's so cool having Brian and Marilyn together.
Yeah, Brian, great guy. And I looked all over Boise State for a Boise State hockey jersey because he's like me. He likes to wear hockey jerseys, especially in the winter. And I couldn't find one. And Ming Chen from, Comic Book Men, he texted me and I said, hey, I hope Brian's not disappointed. I'm trying to surprise him with a Boise State hockey jersey. And Ming Chen says, if you can do that, you would be doing God's work because I've been trying to get him out of that Ranger jersey for years. Ranger jersey. So,
that's funny.
I couldn't find one, unfortunately. It's near the end of season now, so.
It's funny that he's a Rangers fan and not a Devils fan.
Right.
Yeah.
There's got to be some kind of store. We'll figure it out. We have the internet in front of us, so we'll figure that out. Hey, to be honest though, if you don't find him a hockey jersey, you can get him a football jersey of Ashton Genty, the latest Oakland / Las Vegas Raider from Boise State. Come on,
James is so used to saying
that's our boy
Oakland Raiders that he's like Oakland. I mean Las Vegas.
Hey, I'm saying it because Dave's an Oakland guy.
I am an Oakland guy, yes.
We're also Raider guys, and
we're Raider guys.
The number one draft pick from the Raiders is from Boise State. So,
yeah, my first favorite Raider was Bob Chandler, wide receiver.
See?
1982.
There you go.
I know. I have my Raider knowledge. I'm very good at it.
I like it. Do you have your Dragon Ball Z knowledge? Because we have 3 Dragon Ball Z voice actors at Gem State Comic-Con. Elise Bowman, Derek Stephen Prince, and Rick Robertson. This is going to be a fun panel.
Yeah, you're very good at controlling me, James. I can say more Raiders stuff.
I was like seconds away from doing a transition like that. So
well, Elise and Rick, and Rick's a little wild and crazy, and Derek Stephen Prince, who you guys have never met, but you'll meet, and he's a really great guy. He's probably the most prolific voiceover actor out of the bunch, and it's going to be
also from Naruto fame, from Bleach fame, so he's been in a ton of IP when it comes to anime. So he's going to be fun to talk to.
Yeah, he's going to have a lot to say. So you'll have to delve into his body of work, as they say.
Mm-hmm. We'll need a lot of coffee for that, since maybe some Luke's coffee, since we'll have Gilmore Girls stars Scott Patterson.
Yes. I have to tell you guys, you think this what I'm gonna say is a joke, but it's real. He right now is number 1 on pre-order autographs and photos. I'm telling you.
Dude,
I can see it. I 100% can see it because I mean, Scott Patterson is a handsome dude, and not just that, but I mean, Gilmore Girls and some of the other things that he's doing. I mean, he's currently in a show right now, so I mean, like there's a lot of work that he's doing, and it's the heartthrob aspect of it. Dude's a good looking dude. Since we're in the range of Gilmore Girls, I mean, extraordinaire, the man who got a start on Gilmore Girls, but is now a just massive draw just in his character acting, Sean Gunn.
Sean Gunn.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's, you guys are going to have such a blast with him. What you see on screen is what you get in real life. He's just the nicest, greatest extrovert of an actor that
me and Frey have met
he's
him.
amazing. You guys are going to have loads of fun with him. He's a fun guy.
Yeah, if
And,
he's anything like Kraglin, I'm excited to meet him.
And he's in the new Superman movie, so
Yep.
he'll be pumping up that movie because, well, his brother is
Yeah.
in charge of DC now, right?
Oh, he
So-
has a brother? I didn't know.
Yeah.
I realized.
He has multiple characters within DC. I mean, he's playing Maxwell Lord in the Superman movie, but he also plays
Yeah.
Wonderful. He also plays GI Robot. Like, I mean, so many characters within DC already. He's also played Calendar Man for anybody who's been paying attention to the characters he's played. Calendar Man is kind of a
Right.
big deal if you know
From
Batman
the
more. So,
Suicide Squad. Right.
right.
Yeah.
And, he's just a plethora of information, especially now. A lot of times when you're interviewing actors, they're old Hollywood or they haven't done a movie in maybe 3 or 4 years. He's just finishing up a movie. He's deep in it right now of what's going on in Hollywood behind the scenes and what have you. And so he's going to be nice to talk to, refreshing.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
And
but
he's a super sweet guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, Frey, did you say you've met Sean before?
Yeah. SHDU and I met him at a con here in Oklahoma.
Nice. So good. He's a super nice guy. I'm
Yeah, she's met. Don't you know she's met everybody before?
I know.
She's met
I
everybody
haven't. I swear.
She's the rock star.
Shut up and take my money.
Oh,
I was gonna say though, Sean is got to be like a walking NDA. Like he's just got like different like secrets, like government secrets going on in his head, DC secrets, Marvel secrets. Oh my
Like,
god.
Sean, who's playing Batman? I'm Batman. That's all we need to know.
Yeah.
Gilmore Girls secrets. Who knows?
Right.
He knows what goes into the coffee.
So Sean, what really is at Area 51? Oh, really?
But so much happening at Gem State. So again, you have. I remember when I started there was like one hall, then it became 2 halls, and then it's now 2 halls plus a third building that there's the panel room. Like
it's 3 halls now.
3 halls.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's nuts.
It's as big as you're going to get in Idaho. I mean, there's no bigger venue, and this year we have the whole enchilada. I can give you a somewhat of an exclusive a year in advance, and I know Marina doesn't like me doing this, but
We're always up for that. Come on now.
Yeah, but I went to Japan recently and had a meeting with some agents and some people out there, and we haven't signed them yet, but we've agreed with everything, and all I'm waiting for is a contract back to sign a Japanese idol, if you know what a Japanese idol is, and they are going to be at Gem State next year, 2026. So,
Say Wong, you hear that?
Wow.
No, because Say Wong is always talking about Super Sentai over Power Rangers. Like he would rather see Super Sentai actors than Power Ranger actors.
Don't get me started on that subject, man, because I tell you, I agree with them 100%.
So Dave, actually, you and Say Wong in our chat have a lot in common. You guys were both in Japan at the same time, right before Star Wars Celebration.
Yeah, I did go to Celebration. To be honest with you, I was there 2.5 hours. I left. It's tough when you're a promoter because you see it in a different way with different glasses, I guess, different vision. And no offense to Repop, I'm not into corporate shows. We're anti-corporate, actually. That's why we're in business. But you know what? I expect the fans to have a good show. And it's just not me saying this. You can go on social media. Most people didn't show up the second day because the show was so bad. I think they did a disservice to the Star Wars fan and probably should apologize. But 2027, I guess you have to look forward to Los Angeles, and hopefully it's a better show. I think if the show was in America, they would have done an amazing job. But I think because it was in Japan, they kind of didn't feel that they needed to put their A game onto it. And it was very disappointing, to be honest with you. And, and if they asked me in person, I would tell them the same thing. I think they need to put the fans first with that show, really. They only had 65 vendors. Anyways, I can go on if you want me to, but I digress. But it could have been much better.
If I was going to tell them, I would say you guys better go to Gem State Comic Con May 17th and 18th of 2025 in Expo, Idaho in Boise, because we're going to have Bonnie Wright, Ray Park, John St. John, Brian O'Halloran, Marilyn Gigliotti, Elise Bowman, Derek Stephen Prince, Rick Robertson, Scott Patterson, Sean Gunn, and so much more at Gem State Comic Con.
And the thing that we have that Celebration or a lot of shows don't have, and that's a lot of activities.
Yeah,
we have a section of one of the halls where it's a Godzilla museum, diorama museum. We have another section where it's a kids corner, another section with another panel room, another section where you can make swords and helmets and animal ears and all kinds of stuff. There is so much to do there. I mean, it's not okay. I'll admit this. It's not as good as Disneyland, but if you're in any convention, it's like Disneyland is as close as you're going to get to Disneyland without it being Disneyland. There's just lots of so many fun things to do. It's, you just can't do vending hall and actors anymore. You need more, right?
Yeah.
And now that we have 11 food trucks with cheesesteaks and all kinds of fun eats, and it's just everything it's going to be amazing.
I'm excited. You're excited.
Those food trucks are legit.
Yeah. And they're they keep the price down for Gem State too, which is kind of nice, so
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, I know you got a lot to do because this is like con week for you, and we got a lot of packing to do too because we got to drive to get up there. But again, thank you for coming on. We're all excited for the show. We do have a couple Godzilla news stories. Do you want to cover them with us? Or
yeah, I guess I'm used to being on your show for like 3 or 4 hours. Now
I know.
Like, Dave, 10 minutes, get the F out of here. You're done.
We're trying to. We started late. That's part of the problem. So. Yeah. We apologize.
The Thursday show is a 2-hour show, like this show, but this show gets more visibility, so that's why we put you on this one.
Oh yeah, well that's good. I appreciate it. Visibility is always good, and the promoting and advertising is always good.
Right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, what's the Godzilla news? I want to hear this. I know. Space Godzilla's in the next film. I know that.
There you go. So let me dive into it, Philippe. If you want to find the slide, we'll go there. But I'll just dive into it. Time for some monster-sized news. The Oscar-winning filmmaker behind Godzilla -1, Takahashi Yamazaki, isn't just diving into a new sequel. He's also stepping into the world of theme park thrills with a brand new ride that puts fans face-to-face with King of Monsters. I didn't even know there was a ride, but it will eventually roll out with other locations using the iRide system, but premiering this summer in Japan, you just missed it, at the Shibuya Amusement Park. Godzilla the Ride Giant Monsters Ultimate Battle is gearing up for a next level kaiju experience, and Yamazaki is directing original footage. I didn't even know they had a theme park like this in Japan.
Yeah, well, I was actually there last month. And they already have a Godzilla ride that's there. It's Godzilla versus Ghidorah, and Rodan. And I rode that ride twice. And the Godzilla created for that ride was the Godzilla they used to create the Godzilla for -1. So they look very, very similar. And then also they have an Ultraman ride, which is much scarier than the Godzilla ride. So it's they already have the Godzilla ride. It's been up for I think over a year, but they're doing a new one, and he will be directing it, which I'm excited for. I'm going to be going back hopefully in March, and I'll be able to ride it.
Very cool.
That's awesome. So you're excited for this. This is good. This is good.
it's my thing. I love Godzilla. I mean,
Yeah.
when it comes to fandoms, Godzilla's overtaken Star Wars. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Hey, you be you. Celebrate. Celebrate.
Wow.
Yeah.
but not in Japan.
And it looks like Shibuya has other theme parks as well that will be adopting this new ride, the Godzilla Giant Monsters Ultimate Battle.
Yeah,
Interesting.
that'll be fun. I mean, the amusement park I went to is probably the best one because I went there on a Wednesday and there's only me and Marina and maybe 15 other people in the whole park. We had it pretty much to ourselves. It was amazing.
Wow.
But it's you can look it up on Google and what have you. But it's a like a 1940s retro theme park where everything is retro. Everyone's dressed retro. It's like you're teleported back to the 40s and early 50s, and they have like Astro Boy rides and Leo the Lion areas if you're familiar with those old animes, and lots of cool stuff. But it's all very retro.
That's cool.
Yeah, where Disneyland is very modern in Japan there. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, let me get to the second piece of Godzilla news because all this Godzilla news is going supernova.
Yes.
Get it? The next chapter in Legendary's Monsterverse is officially on the way, and it's now has a title, release date, and a promo video. The studio has announced that the sequel to Godzilla Kong: The New Empire will be titled Godzilla Kong Supernova, and it's locked in for a theatrical release March 26th, 2027. So like what you're saying, you can go watch the new Godzilla in Japan while you're there, then go ride the ride.
Right.
I like that.
Yeah. I just, being a fan of certain things, when they say like 2027, you're sad because you're like, that's 2 years away. Am I going to make it? You know what I mean? I mean, you just want it right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like when you went to see Empire Strikes Back and Han gets into the carbonite and, Luke and Leia's on that ship, the medical ship where it looks like a gun or something. And Lando and Chewie takes off and, they're going to do something about Han. And it's like, I have to wait 2 years to see what happens to Han Solo. Come on, man. Let's do this now, So it's like you can't wait. It's just sometimes unbearable being a fan.
That's right.
We get it.
Well, how long have you waited for Godzilla to have this type of popularity? I think we talked about this a couple weeks ago. Toho said they were putting in like $1 billion just into marketing over the next like 3 or 4 years to market all this stuff that's coming, whether it's movies or TV shows or theme parks or whatever else.
Well, they're taking a page from, the Marvel movies. Obviously, Toho will never give up their licensing for Godzilla, except, let him do Marvel Comics, borrow him for Marvel Comics. But Toho, they hold on to their characters, and they just see what's happening in America, and they're just kind of emulating it. Having a shop now, I can say this. I don't know about most shops, but for us, Godzilla is the number 1 product that people buy right now. It's evenly matched with Funko Pops. So
that's nuts.
That in itself is amazing because Funko is the number 1 toy in the United States. So that's pretty interesting that people are just gobbling up those Godzilla vinyl figures and other things.
That's crazy. So as we talked about, Godzilla Kong Supernova is coming in 2027. Meanwhile, Apple TV Plus is deep into season 2 of Monarch: Legacy of Monsters, and they're also teasing a mystery spin-off of that series with a new series.
It sounds like fun. I like Kurt Russell, and he was great. He was great in that show. I thought his son did a really great job.
White Russell was great.
Who was in it, right? But it was slow for me. It wasn't enough Godzilla. For me, all Godzilla movies, I don't care about the humans. Kill them off. I don't care about them. I just want to see Godzilla.
Yeah.
I want to see a Godzilla movie
Yeah.
where it's his perspective, like the Blair Witch Project, and you just see him destroying things and stuff, and the only thing you hear is "Oh my gosh!" and and that's all you hear. No dialogue because he's just destroying things. But -1, it was probably the only Godzilla film I'm in touch with my manhood, so I can say this. I cried 3 times every time I watched that, and I've seen it 10 times. That movie is the only Godzilla movie where I truly care about the human characters. It was so well done.
I've heard that a lot, actually, from a lot of different people.
Yeah, and the Godzilla community is like, did you see Godzilla? Oh yeah, I watched it on Netflix the other night. No, you didn't watch -1. No. And they'll say, what do you mean? You can only watch -1 on IMAX. If you didn't see it on IMAX, you never truly watched it. So that's kind of the thing that's going on now. But I've watched that film in every form, even on my little tablet, and I love it no matter what. Have you all of you seen that film? It was voted the 19th best film ever made.
I did watch it. I did not watch it in IMAX though, because they would not let me watch it in just my boxers. So I had to go back home.
It's a thing.
Yeah. And also, I'm never allowed back to IMAX.
It was indecent exposure, really.
Did you have little hearts on your
I had little Godzillas. That was very, very prepared for the movie.
I want to see Godzilla, but on the top, I want to see your hair on his head. That would be so cool.
Hey,
it's great hair. It's
Jahmez
great hair. You know what? I think it looks good on anyone.
Photoshop is a thing, so we'll make that happen for you. Slap it on.
I would love that. Yes.
Well, again, Dave, thank you so much. Thank you for talking Godzilla. Again,
Yes.
Gem State Comic Con, May 17th and 18th this weekend. If you're in Idaho, just like Cam in the chat, if you're in Idaho, you better be there.
Well, if you're in anywhere, come, because we have people coming from Oklahoma, Texas, Montana, all these other states,
Oregon, yeah.
So, yeah, we had a guy who messaged us and say, "Hey, I see people can pick up their Darth Maul packages already, but I'm coming from Oklahoma. How can I get mine?" I said, "It'll be at the show waiting for you. Don't worry about it." So everyone's very excited about this, and all the actors, especially Ray Park, is excited about it as well. So
good.
We're happy. It's going to be a great time.
Thank you for putting on this amazing show. This is going to be fun.
Absolutely.
It's going to be fun.
They're great.
I agree. Dave, we will probably see you on Friday because we're going to be driving up in the morning. So hopefully we'll see you Friday night.
And I would like to give you your parking pass as well.
Heck yeah. I like it.
Awesome.
So we try to take care of you as best as we can. You know that. So
absolutely.
All right, guys.
Thanks,
I will see you. Arigato gozaimasu.
Arigato gozaimasu.
Oshidashi.
We'll see you guys soon.
All right. Take care. Take care.
Thanks,
guys.
Bye.
So cool. I'm excited for Gem State. That's going to be so much fun. All right. Back to the show. I don't even know where we are. I'm so excited.
The rest of the show to do.
A little bit, guys. We got some rumors to cover. So let's jump into this. Let's go ahead and get banned in Belarus. It's time to start some rumors.
Woo.
Come on. Let's go. Woo! 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 Woo!
All right. Well, let's jump into it, guys.
Yeah. Get it.
It's great content for all the viewers, right? You do.
Yep.
Is there no love lost for Taika? Chris Hemsworth seems to be steering the God of Thunder in a different direction for Thor 5, one with more grit and less goofiness. And according to a recent report, he's got a specific director in mind. Secret Wars won't be the end of his story. Thor 5 is in the works, but with no Taika this time. And Hemsworth's pushing for Sam Hargrave, the extraction guy. Secret Wars won't be the end. Oh, that's apparently yep, cool. Talks on the table. Is Taika's time in the MCU finally up? Very
I don't think Taika Waititi's time is done.
No, we're we're gonna take him out back. And we're gonna
Just take him out the pasture. No, I don't think Taika Waititi is done with the MCU, but I think he may be done with Thor. I think he did go a little bit too goofy in certain things, and there are certain properties within Marvel that can benefit from something like that. But I do see. I think actually it is a good idea to have Sam Hargrave go the route of Thor, just because he knows how to balance humor with action, and the man can direct an action scene. If you've seen the Extraction movies, they're amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and like the breakdown of the action scenes. Did you say meh?
I said meh.
Really? Extraction was great.
Shut her mic off. We're done. I'm just kidding.
all right, okay.
So real quick,
my tacos are on the table.
Yeah.
My electrically charged tacos that only the most worthy can handle and eat are on the table.
Yeah, my tacos are on the table. I don't think Taika's coming back. I think Taika's, I don't know, he's moving on, and I think Marvel's moving on as well.
I have enjoyed both of the Taika Thor movies.
They're
always
fun.
Have the goats.
And so I would love him to come back. I don't know if he is. There was a lot of hate for Love and Thunder, and I feel like I feel like he's probably not coming back. But I hope he is. I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, like I said, Taika Waititi, there is a certain type of humor. He would be good for certain types of movies, but not so much back on a Thor movie where you have to kind of balance a bit of seriousness with the humor.
Yeah,
I agree. All right, let's keep it going though.
All right, let's move on here. So from an asterisk to an X, Marvel Studios is making moves on its long-awaited X-Men movies, and it looks like Thunderbolts director Jake Schreier is at the top of their list to helm it. Schreier directed the episodes of Netflix's Beef and Lucasfilm's Star Wars Skeleton Crew. His body of work points to a filmmaker who can balance character-driven drama with genre flair, which is perfect for the complexities of an X-Men ensemble. So, guys, tacos on the table. Would you be excited if Jake Schreier directed the X-Men reboot?
Yeah, you gotta do it right. Would you be excited?
Would you be excited?
My tacos are on the table. I didn't know he did Beef. That's awesome. I didn't know he did Skeleton Crew. Even better. Like,
I knew he did Skeleton.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
I'm digging this.
I'm in. Let's do it.
Just
Shut
like
up
how
and
we
take
said.
my tacos.
Just like how we said Taika Waititi is on the out with Marvel and Disney, I think he's on the in. I think he's their new darling.
Is there any?
My tacos have been abandoned on the table by we're not going to name who, but they have been abandoned on the table. But they are, of course, still on the table.
Abandoned.
My tacos.
They
are
also
on the
may
table.
not exist.
Oh, God. My tacos are on the table, mainly just because, again, I agree with the article that he does a good job of balancing kind of like, that adventure along with really character-driven stuff. Like if you for those of you who haven't seen Skeleton Crew was a really good character-driven story. You care about the stakes, you care about the characters, and he did a really good job with that series. So I think he's a good pick to do the X-Men.
Yeah. I agree. Okay. Who's got the next one? Is it me? Me.
It's you.
Is it me? It's me.
It's me.
It could be you.
All right. Oh, this one. Iger just snapped his Disney gauntlet on Disney Plus. Okay, let's break it down. The good news: the surviving members of the Thunderbolts, also known as the New Avengers and Fantastic Four, will pop into all kinds of Marvel movies going forward.
Ooh.
Yay! Yay, Disney. Now, the bad news is Marvel Studios fans should not expect to see any of the big movie stars in any of the forthcoming Disney Plus shows. So the rumors are you'll get mentions of characters like how Spider-Man was mentioned in Daredevil Born Again during a speech from Mayor Fisk. Wilson Fisk? Mayor Fisk. Mayor Fisk. Yeah.
He's mayor at that point.
But we're not going to get any more crossover of like the movie star level actors into the Disney Plus shows. So the upcoming Vision series, Vision Quest, will be the last Marvel series to feature major characters from the movies. It's just like Bob Iger is the new Thanos. He just snapped.
This pisses me off to no end.
And all the stars are gone now. Oh my gosh. So talk is on the table. No major cameos on MCU television. Is this Disney Plus or is this going to be Disney minus?
A million voices cried out in joy and then were suddenly silenced.
Yeah. No, I think it's a dumb move. I think
Yeah.
I think what he's doing, I understand what he's doing. He's doing because he doesn't want to pay all these big actors to be in the shows when you can pay a new actor that's playing a character for the first time. He can pay them at a lower rate. So
Right. No, it's
Iger's
totally
looking, Iger's looking at cost and not at the he's not looking at the universe overall. And I don't think he cares.
I will shoot your fucking cat.
I mean, honestly, that's how I feel. I feel exactly that way.
I feel like a lot of what kind of killed the DCU, or the DCEU, I should say, because DCU is a new one. The DCEU was caring more about money than story and then creativity and all of that. And so I'm kind of worried about that happening again to a certain degree, that they're going to just rush shit out because it's, oh, well, we have, we want bigger bonuses, we want more money, we want to pay people less or whatever. And that's not how you do a cinematic universe. That's not how you do a movie.
Yeah, the whole
Not
thing.
how you do comics.
It's not how you do anything.
Yeah, Iger is like I said, the issue that I have with Bob Iger is that he is obsessed with trying to save money in any way that he can, but he's like sacrificing everything else. So
yeah, unfortunately, my tacos are on the table for this. I do think Iger's going to do this where, hey, movie stars are going to stay movie stars, and TV actors, you may be able to get you into a movie on from time to time, but like you're going to be TV actors, and that's just going to be how it's going to be. Because one of the things he likes to do, he likes to have the big show like the Avengers. He wants that to happen, so he wants to have some exclusivity to the movies and get people out to the movies. Frey, I know you wanted to say something. You got some tacos on the table? Are they falling off? What's happening?
Disney's new slogan. I hate it here.
I mean,
good. That's good. That maybe should have been the tacos thing.
I know, right? Tacos that scream. I hate it here.
And this is probably why they didn't want to do a Hawkeye season 2. And they just kind of, hey, let's undercut, Jeremy Renner, so we don't have to do season 2 and we can blame it on him. But really, we didn't want to do one anyway.
Unfortunately, my cynical tacos are on the table.
Yeah, my tacos are on the table. Again, I kind of laid it all out. Iger is looking at profitability. He's looking at money in his pocket, and he's not looking at overall creativity. He's not doing what Walt Disney would have done.
No.
Because Walt Disney would have said, damn all the money, put out the best creative thing that you can.
Yes,
exactly.
I totally agree with you. Right? That's it. It's not the Disney way. It's not the Walt Disney way that they're going about it. But I totally agree.
The mouse is very disappointed in you.
Yeah, they've strayed
add
away.
more screaming goats.
Right.
Yes,
I mean, they've definitely strayed away from again what Walt Disney wanted with Disneyland in general. It's not the company that Walt built anymore. All the way there goes the goat.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah. All right. Was that our last rumor?
That was our last rumor. So, ladies
right.
and gentlemen, let's jump into the rest of the news. It is time for the rest of the download.
Cool.
Just at that moment, James was coughing. That's why.
I know. Sorry. I had a cough. I couldn't tell. And then I wasn't in control of my mute button.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, for more news, trailers, reactions, check out the Distance Nerdington post. Let us know what you're nerding out on. We've got some quick bites to jump into this whole thing. So some quick news stories real quick here. Quick bites. If I could have like some kind of 80s thing that was just like this. Oh my God, I've got an idea. I just didn't have somebody make it now. All right, let's jump into this, guys. Let's move into this first story.
There can be only one, and it is Henry Cavill. After years of development, the Highlander reboot starring Henry Cavill is finally moving forward. Director Chad Stahelski? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, has confirmed that the movie is expected to start shooting this September, with the film currently eyeing a release window in 2027 or 2028.
Ooh.
All right.
I'll have to take him down.
Yeah.
That's right, because he apparently is an immortal, and it's time for you to take him out. So there can only be one.
It's the only way.
It's
It's the only way.
It's the only way.
It's the only way.
If anybody, he was made for this
As
role.
Queen said.
Absolutely. I agree that he is going to make a great Highlander.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm. I'm excited. I'm excited. for that
I'm
one.
super excited about it. I really am.
Yeah, no, I think it'd be great.
Yeah.
And we
Can't you
need
tell?
we do need like a modern band now to do another Highlander song. We
Ooh.
need that to happen again.
It's got to be somebody who's just as epic as Queen, though.
Yeah, which is that's.
You need that kind of
Put in
high
the
pitch.
comments what band you'd want to.
I know who I want. You ready? You ready for this? I already know it, and he's been on the show.
Oh,
James Durbin.
James Durbin. I might have to text him in a minute.
Yeah, no, yeah. Let's,
Like, James,
on it.
you got to make a new Highlander song, man.
yeah.
He's got
Regardless if he's
that
in the movie or not. Just make it.
he's got that high pitch. He can do that falsetto. He's got that 80s rock vibe. Oh, he'd be so perfect.
Be pretty good.
Okay.
Well, let's move on to the next
Yes,
story
all right,
here.
next
Over
story.
to some precious news. Lord of the Rings: The Hunt for Gollum film will be a standalone story filmed in New Zealand with Peter Jackson attached as an executive producer. Officially, Warner Brothers and New Line Cinema have announced that The Lord of the Rings: The Hunt for Gollum will hit theaters on December 17th of 2027.
All right.
Okay.
I didn't know I needed this, but I'll go watch it.
We didn't.
I'll go watch this.
We didn't need this. I don't know
What?
why we're doing
You
this.
don't want Lord of the Rings? You of all
Yeah.
people?
I love Lord of the Rings stuff. I don't think this is a story we need to be telling. This doesn't need to be told. We don't need context for literally everything around. Like, we have it already.
I honestly didn't know this was a story. I don't know if this is in
It was
books
hinted-
or
It was
anything.
hinted in Fellowship because they talked about, because there was that whole cutaway where they went to, how Gollum, he was a hobbit originally, he was Smeagol, and then found the ring and got corrupted and all that. I think that's what this story is. We didn't
No,
need that.
this is supposed to be post. This is supposed to be
Is it?
yeah, it was something about there's a point in the books where he's not with them, and yeah, it's supposed to be after the fact. So
Oh, well, then we definitely don't need it.
yeah, it's adding context to something within the story.
What? No, wait, no.
Maybe Lord of the Rings: The Hunt for Gollum is Gollum on hunt for like a toupee because his hair is looking rough. You know what I mean? He's looking for some kind of hobbit toupee.
Took some of my hairs, they did.
Something.
People who
Precious
have really
mullet.
good hair. Really good hair.
Coming from guys with good hair.
Yeah.
Really good hair.
Thank you.
I think the
appreciate it.
Supernatural boys have really good hair.
Okay.
Oh.
The boys are back in town. The end of The Boys is setting up a supernatural reunion. Fans have been excited for when Jensen Ackles, Jared Padalecki, and Misha Collins officially set to share the screens once again, thanks to The Boys. That's an odd reunion, but we'll take it. Creator Erik Kripke confirmed that the beloved supernatural trio will appear together in season 5 of The Boys, which will also serve as the final season of the Amazon Prime Video series. There's no official date for The Boys season 5 just yet, but 2026 is looking likely. Are you down with this? I know there's supernatural fans out there.
I love this idea. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it.
One
I'm
of,
with it.
one
Love
of
it.
my friends will be very happy.
I mean, Jensen Ackles did such a good job in the last season. Or was it
Yeah,
the season
Soldier
before?
Boy.
Yeah.
He was
Soldier
so
Boy
good. That was 2 seasons ago.
There
right.
you go.
But I
Soldier
mean,
Boy,
like,
tell him.
creating a kind of like a different take on Soldier Boy, because Soldier Boy, he was a decent character in the comic, but he just seems so much more epic in the show than he was in the comic. And bringing in Jared Padalecki and Misha Collins as other characters, I kind of like the idea of them doing like that whole impromptu, reunion, supernatural reunion on The Boys. But I mean, they're going to be playing characters that are within that universe.
The Boys
Yeah.
universe. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
I forgot to look it up. Is Erik Kripke involved somehow with supernatural?
Oh my God, let's move on. I cannot believe you just said that out loud.
All I have, all I need to know is, are they going to pronounce the Latin correctly this time?
Probably.
No.
That was just for you.
Frank,
Never.
you want to talk about the
never will.
connection real quick?
No, I don't. You know what? Engage in the culture sometimes, James. Come on.
All right, move on.
He only created the frickin' show,
Next
dude.
story.
And you know what? I need you to put some sunblock on because we're going back to the wasteland, baby. Prime Video has officially greenlit Fallout for a 3rd season, and it comes before season 2. So we
Ooh.
don't even have any season 2 stuff, and we already are getting to season 3. You vaulters. I have no idea anything about the Fallout games. I don't know what they're called. Vault dwellers, whatever. For now, chill out in your bunker and wait for Fallout season 2 premiering this December.
So
We'll
that's
all need a little heat.
it's weird
during
that they're
this
going from
December.
doing 1, 3, 2. That's strange to do that. I see.
That's terrible. So I'm excited for this just because season 1 was great. Season 2 seems like they're going into New Vegas. I just recently replayed New Vegas, and it's like, okay, it's going to be interesting to see how they go into this. Also, I know that they said that they wanted to bring Death Claws into this into this next season. In the game, New Vegas is surrounded by Death Claws, so it's going to be interesting to see how they portray the Death Claws. Whether it's like the early version of the character of the monsters, because they're big and hulking in the early games, but they're like massive in the later games. So like when you get to Fallout 4 and 76, Death Claws are like these giant, massive, like Godzilla-sized monsters. So just it's going to be interesting to see how they portray the Death Claw, but also just kind of like not just that, but like how they do everything with New Vegas, the different factions that are involved in there. I can't wait to see if they have some of the gangs from New Vegas. There's literally a gang of Elvis impersonators.
Yeah, it
is hilarious.
Well, there should be. There should
Yeah.
should always be a gang of
I have
Elvis
played about
impersonators.
30 minutes of New Vegas and it crashed. So
No. Got to remember that the game takes place in like 2060 something, right? So by the
Coming up.
time these gangs start, Elvis has been long dead.
well, yeah, no, it's not 2060. It's like 2260 or something.
Yeah, I think the show takes place in 2286 from what I read.
Yeah, something like that.
It's like so far.
I know.
It's crazy. I don't get it.
Yeah.
How does the ghoul live that long?
Like Last of Us for me, because like I don't want to play the games ever, but I adore the shows.
There's a lot involved in the games, so I mean, like, you kind of have to like invest and be ready to play a long game.
Mm-hmm.
You might
It's
enjoy
like a
Fallout.
second full-time job.
Yeah, the
You
Fallout
might
games-
enjoy Fallout, but
Yeah. And
There's-
Frey, how is Erik Kripke involved in Fallout?
Oh God.
No.
I'm writing that down, Eric.
Next story. Before Frey kills someone. It's time to warm up the bat signal because I am vengeance. The Batman Part 2 is finally gearing up to step out of the shadows and in front of the cameras. According to the latest issue of Production Weekly, the highly anticipated sequel is expected to begin filming in March of 2026. That's good news. The not-so-good news is that Matt Reeves isn't listed as the director. For now, fans will have to brood on rainy rooftops, and we'll have to wait to see how this plays out.
Oh, that's
What now?
interesting.
I'm Batman.
I'm
For
good.
What was that? No.
I'm good that we have some kind of date for this now because it's
I'm
been
glad
in
it's
such a
happening.
limbo.
What's going on with Matt Reeves?
Yeah.
What's going on there?
Well, Philippe, you talked about it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
That
There's a lot surrounding going around just saying that Matt Reeves may not be he may be pulling out because he doesn't like the direction that they're trying to push it into. Also, there's a lot that's just going on where they just fully don't have a script written.
Yeah.
Yeah,
odd.
I can
So
see
odd.
that. Yeah, I
It's-
like
it's
your
more-
helmet,
excuse me.
Just talking
James.
about your helmet, James.
Your helmet, James.
Yeah, the Stormtrooper helmet.
Oh,
Erik Kripke created Supernatural.
For the record.
Did
But
Eric-
how was he part of the boys? There was a connection there, and I was waiting for
Showrunner
you to
for The
hit the
Boys.
connection, but instead you
James.
flipped me off.
James, you can do your own research. You're gonna,
but
you don't
did
have
Erik
to-
Kripke
it's called Google. Just go to google.com. No.
But we're trying to get her to put it on the show and explain it on the show. Anybody can go to Google, but people are watching the show,
Hey,
so we're trying to get them to watch.
Everybody's
Eric
watching.
Kripke
Go to
created
Google.
Batman
Look
2,
up Erik
Batman
Kripke. Look up-
Just like I want people
I
to
just
go
want to
watch.
say I was the only one not talking during that. You guys were all talking over each other, and I was not. So
Just like
That's
how
all
we
I'm
want
saying.
people to go watch Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Oh no.
Oh, segue.
Woo.
Stocks, sports cars, houses. No Pee-wee's bike? Come on. The Red Rocket Tank Dream Machine that launched Pee-wee Herman across the country in Pee-wee Herman's Big Adventure just sold at an auction for a staggering $125,000.
Holy
wow.
That is intense. The bike, one of 14 custom made for the 1985 film, was used in various stunt scenes in the film. It's reportedly been restored multiple times, but all its cinematic DNA remains intact. If you want a discount on a $125,000 bike, just tell them Large Marge sent you.
Large.
It's like the
Marge.
ship of Theseus.
But it's the bike of Theseus.
It's the bike of Theseus.
Yes.
It's the bike.
Oh
that
my
you
God.
put on the ship of Theseus.
The bike is very excited about acting with a very famous actor.
Yeah. definitely.
$125,000 for this bike. That is amazing. Like, okay, I love Pee Wee Herman, but I would not expect that 6 figures for a bike like this.
And I'm sure they got more because Paul passed away. So I mean, like,
Yeah,
now
that's a
it's
good
like,
point.
okay, we
Yeah.
can probably get more because now that Paul passed away, we can charge more for it.
Could be. That is nuts, though. Shadu, have you seen Pee Wee's Big Adventure?
Okay, so
Okay.
my
here we go.
answer here depends
Here we
on
go.
what reaction I'm going to get.
All right.
The reaction that we're waiting to give you is what the hell is wrong with you?
A lot.
Yeah.
No, I don't know why.
You need that and Pee-wee's Big Top. You better do it tonight.
I don't.
A modern day classic, I don't think does this justice. But
Speaking of modern day classics,
movie is amazing.
Speaking of modern day
I'm
classics,
with you guys.
no, okay, all right. Speaking of classics, it's about to be game over, man. Game over.
Game over, man. Game over.
FX has finally cracked open the airlock on Alien Earth, the upcoming sci-fi series from Fargo and Legion creator Noah Hawley. Hawley.
It's Holly.
Hawley, sure.
It's
In
Holly.
space, no one can hear you scream. Oh, actually, sorry. We have a synopsis. In space, no one can hear you scream opsis. They mostly come out at night. Mostly synopsis.
In space, no one can hear you scream opsis.
Hold on.
They mostly
Odd.
at night. Mostly.
Synopsis.
In the year 2120, the Earth is governed by 5 corporations: Prodigy, Weyland-Yutani, Lynch, Dynamic, and Threshold. In this corporate era, cyborgs, humans with both biological and artificial parts, if you didn't know what a cyborg was, and synthetics, humanoid robots with artificial intelligence, exist alongside humans. When the mysterious deep space research vessel, the USCSS Maginot, crash lands on Earth, a ragtag group of tactical soldiers make a fateful discovery that puts them face to face with the planet's greatest threat in FX's Alien Earth. The 8-episode season will air on Hulu and FX with a 2-episode premiere bursting out on August 12th.
I love that this is going to be cyberpunk. Because it makes so much sense for Alien. I know they always said that, it lives in the dystopian cyberpunk future, but we never got to see a lot of those like cyberpunk elements to it. So kind of doing a cyberpunk show where they're dealing with the xenomorphs or just dealing with the face huggers or whatever have you that they're pulling from Alien. I love the idea of all of this. So this is I hope that it hits as much as the movies that have been coming out have been.
Yeah, I'm excited for this movie or this show. I mean, because the way that they framed it, it's like, hey, the Earth is now governed by 5 corporations, and they're all fighting, and then all of a sudden, oh, let's just mix in some xenomorphs. Yeah. I like this. But
there
also,
has been a theory for a while that the world of Alien is also the world of Blade Runner. I wonder if they're gonna confirm that somehow.
Really?
Cool.
Yeah, because
I've never heard that.
Apparently, Weyland-Yutani exists in both universes, and so that was kind of the idea. Is that and also androids and cyborgs and whatnot. Go.
Yeah.
Frey?
Oh, I just want to welcome our alien overlords again.
Yes, I welcome our alien overlords, our robot overlords, cyborg overlords, insect overlords, maybe not spider overlords. I'm gonna have to take a second thought on that one. Snake overlords, just any overlords. Come on, you could probably do a better job.
Lords of the Underworld.
Yeah, you could probably do a better job than humanity at this rate. So,
well, if it's our humanity, then yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Again, I hate it here.
I'm down with some more Alien. This is good. I'm excited for this.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and move on to the next story here.
Speaking of evil, I don't know. I don't have a transition for that.
Evil Dead is back, and it's gonna be fire. New Line Cinema and Sony Pictures have officially set the next installment in the cult horror franchise titled Evil Dead Burn for a July 24th, 2026 release. And Dune Part 2 and climax actress Solhia Yakub has signed on to star. Okay. The new film is being directed by Sebastian Vanecek, and I told the studio, and this is what Sebastian said, I told the studio that I wanted to make a nasty film, a film that hurts, from which you come away tested. Ugh. Oh my gosh. No date when the new Evil Dead movie will rise into theaters.
Graveyard
Well, that
has
sounds
to
like
be
a fun
excited for
movie,
this.
doesn't it?
Yeah, Graveyard has to be excited for this.
I'm sure.
I am not.
I'm a little nervous for this one. Like I don't know what the Evil Dead was that just came out, but it freaked me out. Like I could not even watch the like commercials that came on, the whole mother thing. Oh my gosh. I can't even look at the screen. I'm not even looking at the screen right now. Oh my
Wow.
goodness. Evil Dead though, I guess yes. Horror fans, yes. Excited.
Does it scratch the horror itch?
I mean, hopefully they do a good job with it because again, there's almost a standard that Evil Dead has to have, and Graveyard talks about it on their show all the time. So I mean, like, hopefully they don't kind of deviate from where that is.
Could be. But will there be pizza balls involved? I mean, are they allowed to have pizza balls?
I think we should talk about another nasty movie.
Oh.
I see what he's doing here. He's transitioning to.
Yeah, I'm transitioning.
I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe something a little more toxic.
A little bit. Just a little bit.
All right. Let me
Phil?
see here.
Well, time for some toxic news. The Toxic Avenger is officially being released as an unrated film. It's oozing into theaters without an MPAA rating. Why unrated? Good question. Let me answer that. Try a mix of ultraviolence, toxic content, mutant nudity, splatter, monster core, and of course, piss play. This is exactly what you'd want from a Toxic Avenger movie. Cineverse, who's backing the release alongside Bloody Disgusting, very fitting name, sees something they like. Cineverse chairman and CEO Chris McGurk added, "This is the kind of movie that major studios are averse to releasing because it dares to push boundaries. But Cineverse is rooted in championing bold, uncompromising storytelling. We believe audiences are ready and eager for piss play in movies, for films like this to take center stage. The Toxic Avenger reboot is rescheduled for release in theaters on August 29th, 2025. Are you guys ready for piss?"
Oh my goodness. I'm so glad you read this one and not me.
What the hell is this movie?
It's the amount of sarcasm I had to throw into the delivery on that.
Well,
that's exactly where I wanted you to read. I was like, I feel like I need Phil to say piss play.
I have no comment except that McGurk is what the Irish say when they're vomiting.
Yep.
I'm
Which is
glad
also included in the movie.
I'm glad they're going full like
just McGurk?
Toxic Avenger for this movie. Like they're not holding back at all. They're not trying to make this mainstream. They're not trying to do something to appeal to masses and kind of going off the name. They're going full trauma into this and like embracing
so much. I'm more curious, like Dinklage signed off on this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, and Dinklage has been like so just out there and just talking about like making good films. And then you hear about the shit that they're doing in this movie.
Yeah.
Toxic content, mutant nudity, which means we're gonna get are we getting Dinklage dong?
We might be getting Dinklage dong.
You're excited for that.
Monster core and then piss play. Like, come on, man. Like, just I'm
Who
just
says-
curious.
Who says that's not what he meant by good movies?
I guess so. Like I did not realize that Dinklage was putting all of his fetishes out there like that.
No.
Hey,
Dinklage
He
is more
was
like
in the
Kinklage.
Knights of Badassery.
Well, I'm sorry. No, just Dinklage, more like Kinklage.
We don't Kinklage shame.
No, Kinklage.
No kinklage shaming here.
It's Peter showing his Peter.
It's
Ugh.
Peter Dinklage.
I don't even know where to find the trauma movies now to watch them, but maybe it's a rewatch. There you go. There you go. You and
speaking
Grave.
of,
Do a
we can
rewatch.
rewatch. I'm sure we could figure out where
Figure
we
it
can watch it.
Well,
Kai, how's it
speaking
going?
of-
Glad to see you in the chat here, Kai.
Hello,
speaking
Kai.
of tingles tingling.
Tingling. Kai was one of our viewers from the stream when we on Friday when we did the
Jackbox game.
Jackbox games.
Nice. Nice. All right, ready to jump ahead?
Yep, ready to jump ahead. So, actually, this is my story as well. Is Alan Cummings a traitor to Marvel secrets?
What?
Yeah, it's like Spider-Man and the Hulk. Don't tell him shit. Alan Cumming, who we first met as the teleporting blue skin mutant Nightcrawler in X2, the X-Men United, will return for Avengers Doomsday, and in it, he'll be facing off with another major character in the film. In a recent interview, Cumming casually dropped a major detail about his character's upcoming MCU clash, and I guess this could be considered a spoiler. So, proceed at your own risk. Right now, I'm doing it again, playing Nightcrawler, and I was learning stunts yesterday for some fight scenes. I'm sort of learning these fights, and I'm like, what? Who am I fighting with? They're like, you're hitting Pedro Pascal against the head. Can't quite believe that. So
That was your Scottish accent?
No, it wasn't my Scottish accent. I wasn't going to do a Scottish
Right
accent.
now I'm doing it again.
Yeah.
Right
Oh,
now,
don't
we're
do
doing it again.
No.
Nightcrawler.
I'm playing Nightcrawler.
No.
I was learning stunts.
She's like, no.
No.
Stop.
Oh.
So, guys, is Alan coming or going with these Nightcrawler spoilers?
That's good.
He's bamfing.
That's good.
I think I've angered the gen.
You just
No,
he just
you haven't.
bamfed some spoilers out there. Oh my gosh. So Nightcrawler is gonna be fighting Mr. Fantastic?
Fantastic, yeah.
That makes sense. Honestly.
Yeah.
Bit of confusion. I like it.
They didn't say how he was hitting him on the head. Maybe he's like slamming into him, like somebody's hitting him into him.
Maybe.
We don't know
But
that.
also, it's
That
Secret
could be
Wars,
it.
So, again, also
Well,
it's
no, it's
Secret
Doomsday.
Wars. It's Doomsday.
It's Doomsday.
Oh, well,
It's Doomsday.
we'll see. I feel like there could be like an Avengers vs. X-Men thing going on,
Yeah, but
Or the
it does
Fantastic Four.
or Avengers vs. Fantastic Four.
like
X-Men
it kind of
versus
reminds me
Fantastic Four.
of some Winter Soldier
Everybody.
type action where it's, all the good guys fighting another set of good guys type thing. They don't really see eye to eye for whatever reason, and they're gonna duke it out for a little bit. But in the end, hey, we're all gonna shake hands.
Right, because
that's
there's a
happening.
bigger threat. It's Robert Downey Jr.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. But all right, thanks, Ellen. Appreciate that. He's
Who
not
hasn't
a
said
beta.
the bigger threat is Robert Downey Jr.
Yes.
And speaking of certain members of the Fantastic Four being hit against the head,
Oh, God.
or just Fantastic Four in general, is Herbie from a galaxy far, far away. The first trailers from the Fantastic Four First Steps have highlighted the main characters of the film, but we haven't heard much from the robot helper, Herbie, who we saw helping Ben Grimm, / The Thing, played by Bus Backrack, out in the kitchen making dinner. Thanks to Empire, we now know that Herbie is being played by Matthew Wood, a sound editor and voice actor who has worked on multiple Star Wars films and series. Wood is best known for providing the voice of General Grievous in Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, as well as the Clone Wars and Tales of the Empire. He is also the current actor for Bib Fortuna, having played the Twi'lek Majordomo in Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, The Mandalorian, The Bad Batch, and The Book of Boba Fett. The Fantastic Four will flame on into theaters on July 25th of 2025. And of course, General Kenobi.
General Kenobi. I don't know what page that's on anymore, just because I had to throw every. Oh, there it is.
Hello there.
Okay, it's there. It's there. Just
I got you. Yeah.
I'm okay.
so-
Cool.
So what do we think?
it sounds fun. You know, I
Yeah.
mean, you have the guy who played General Grievous essentially being Herbie, and it's gonna be fun to kind of hear what he does with that character.
From not a
Yeah.
droid to a droid.
Right.
Not a droid.
Not
to a
the
droid.
droids you're working for. To hello, I'm a droid now. Waka
Hello.
waka waka.
I like this picture. We didn't really show the picture, but this new picture of Herbie, I like this. I really like Herbie now. I'm excited for for this film, but I'm all good.
Yeah. No, I think it'll be fun.
Okay, who's got the
Very
next?
60s.
Yes, very 60s.
Very 60s.
All right, let's move on to this next story here, guys.
All right. Oh, this is a fun one. What started out as a rumor yesterday is a polarizing news story today. The rumor was Neve Campbell would be playing Polaris, aka Lorna Dane, in either an X-Men movie or film or the X-Men 97 series. Now it's been confirmed today that she will be voicing Polaris in X-Men 97 season 2 of the animated series. Okay, all right. I like it. This news was confirmed by X-Men 97 former showrunner Bo DeMaio, who said, I cast her as Polaris in season 2 of the X-Men 97. She does amazing work bringing something new and felt right to have a 90s icon pick up where Lorna's story was left in cold comfort. Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
She's got some thoughts on Genosha. This casting news comes as Marvel fans look ahead to the next chapter of the animated revival, which won't hit Disney Plus until 2026.
So
Or
the only
maybe
thing
never,
that
if Bob Iger has something to do with it.
I was gonna say, the only thing that worries me about this is because they got rid of Bo DeMaio and because they're saying that they're rewriting the script. You know, Bo DeMaio hired her, but what's to say that they're not going to cut the character if they're getting rid of everything that he put his hands in?
Or recast her kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
But I mean, they're getting closer to like this project, so I think they're going to keep her in it.
yeah,
You know, especially
I
since
think
she's such a big name.
yeah, I think that's great. The other thing is the idea I like about her. I mean, that's just basically saying that we are going to be getting more of Magneto and his children because you know Polaris is a big deal as far as like his kids go. So
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. I think that I think it would be cool to see her again. And I love Polaris, so I'm like on the Polaris train now.
On the Polar
Or
Express.
whatever.
The Polaris Express.
No.
The Polaris Express.
Polaris Express.
There you go.
We did
Got
it.
Polaris
We did it,
Express.
everybody.
There we go.
There, buddy. We did it, Patrick. We saved the city.
God, let's move into this next story, guys.
Late breaking born again news.
Woo!
Kristen Ritter.
Yeah!
Yeah. Kristen Ritter is officially stepping back into the leather jacket of Jessica Jones for season 2 of Daredevil Born Again. The reveal came straight from Disney's upfront presentation in New York City, giving fans what they've been hoping for since Marvel first announced the Daredevil reboot. With Ritter's comeback confirmed, it will be interesting to see how Jessica fits into this new chapter of Daredevil.
Oh.
All right. So
I'm
I mean,
excited. Super excited. Super excited. Super excited. Oh, okay, I'm done.
She's like, I cannot wait. I'm waiting. I'm not waiting for this.
you know,
I wouldn't say it was I was hoping for that since it came out, but
Yeah.
it's kind of nice. I like it.
Yeah.
especially where season 1 ended, or season 1 where Born Again ended.
Right.
You know, it's like, where is everybody else? Where's all your buddies? So
Yeah, does this mean we're gonna get the rest of the Defenders as well? Or
Hopefully. I mean, they've been saying for a while, like we may be getting Shang-Chi, or we may be getting Iron Fist and Shang-Chi too. We might be getting I mean, we need Luke Cage back 100%. That story ended in a place where they needed another season and then they got canceled, and it's like, no, I need more Luke Cage. It was just
Won't be
getting good.
much of an army.
and then you can do like you do the next season. It's Luke uncaged.
God, what Jen was just saying right now, though.
there you go.
Yeah, it wouldn't be much of an army if he didn't recruit the Defenders.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, like, and they're already there, and they already know the score, and they already know that Fisk is a baddie, And so he's going to need all the help he can get. Hopefully, we'll also get Angela Torres as White Tiger as well in season 2. I think that would be
dope.
amazing.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
All right. Well,
All
that
right.
is all the
That's
news.
it for the news. Now, guys, we've got a couple of more segments here. So let's jump into this next segment. We just kind of moved it towards the back here. Ladies and gentlemen, not only is it time for Jen's casting corral, it is time for Jen's fan casting corral. Oh yeah, let's do this.
Yeehaw! Yeehaw! Yeehaw!
Oh, wait a minute. I had something for this.
Okay, yay! Tonight we're fan casting for the X-Men Reboot. Y'all ready for this?
Let's do it.
All right. So this casting corral is very extra on God.
On God.
I don't know how to say that. So, all right. The MCU has been saying mutants are coming, and now with some Doomsday casting revealed, it looks like they are here. So let's talk about which mutants we want to see in an X-Men movie and who we would like to play those wacky X people. Now we'll go ahead and talk about the characters, the characters appearing in that we already know are appearing in Avengers Doomsday. So we'll also fan cast those as well, because chances are the people in Doomsday and probably Secret Wars won't make it out to be in the next X-Men movie.
Right.
Or maybe they will.
We'll see.
Let's see.
But we're still going to cast them because it's fun.
And then I picked people that were connected to, I think, members of the ones that we already know about for fan casting as well. And we all have our things, right? Everybody picked people?
Yes. I've got my list right here.
Okay, let's do this. Who wants to go first? First, we're gonna do Gambit because it's Gambit, and let's have James go first.
All right.
Why do we need to recast Gambit? We got a Gambit.
Yeah, I'm staying with the I'm staying with the Gambit we have.
Yeah, I'm staying with what's his name, Tatum.
Channing Tatum.
Yeah,
Tater.
I'm Magic Miking all over Gambit for this one.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think that Channing Tatum, not only, I mean, he's getting another chance, but I think he moving forward should continue to be Gambit.
I agree. I think he's going to go out and make a name for himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, my pick is also Channing Tatum.
Okay. All right. Wait, do we have didn't Graveyard send us a list as well? Who's got that?
I believe he did.
Okay.
I have it, but I didn't pull it up because
that's
you didn't want to.
We were
it's
very
his.
unprepared.
I got it right here. So
it's Graveyards. I just didn't want to do Graveyards.
His Gambit is Domhnall Gleeson.
Ooh.
Domhnall Gleeson. Oh, that's a good one. I
Okay,
picked Timothy Chalamet.
For Gambit?
Yes, for Gambit.
Okay.
Huh.
I think he would be good. Dune has made me think that he could play a gray character like that and do it well, and his accent would be on point.
Okay.
I understand where you're coming from. I think he could do the character. I don't know if he could do the accent.
I think he could. You know he's French, right?
Yeah, but
And
that doesn't
fluent.
necessarily mean you can do a...
And I mean, we're looking
He's
at
halfway there.
Yeah, we're looking at somebody. What we really want is somebody not with the French accent, but with the Cajun accent.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
but that's halfway there with the French.
Yeah, it's distinctly different.
Yeah, you know what?
It's distinctly
I knew I was gonna piss a lot of people off. So.
She told
It's
me
like-
before
There we
this,
go.
she was like, I'm going to piss everyone off with my picks. So,
It's like Philippe doing a Scottish accent. You're like, no.
No.
All right. Okay.
All right. Next on the list is Cyclops.
Ooh. All right, so we're starting with
That
James again.
one-eyed child abander.
Who wants to go?
James.
Oh,
James,
you want me to go?
or I
Okay.
think we're just doing...
Yeah.
So, like, James filled in me.
You know, I wish I could take credit for this one, but I saw this the other day. what's his name? Arnold Schwarzenegger's
Patrick
son.
Schwarzenegger. That's who my pick was. Is
Patrick
Schwarzenegger.
That's who
Schwarzenegger.
mine is. Oh my god!
Yeah.
He was so good in White Lotus. He could play cocky. He could play like I think I'm in charge. I want to be in charge. But you can see like the cracks, the flaws underneath his persona. I think Patrick Schwarzenegger is so good, and he would be so good as Cyclops.
Oh, would he abandon his children?
Yes,
probably
and
would.
he'd be
He
so good at
probably
it.
would.
Okay, well, I went a little different.
Hey, he might not abandon his brother. You know what I mean? White Lotus.
There you go.
I went a little
I
different.
haven't seen
went,
it. Thanks for spoiling it.
I'm just letting you know. There's no way I could spoil that.
So
it's
I
so
went. I went with Tom Hopper.
Okay.
I think you need it again. I don't know about Patrick Schwarzenegger here. I think to play. Oh yeah, I can see it. To play Cyclops, you need a jaw that can cut glass. I feel like Tom Hopper's got it. I feel like he's got kind of
Patrick
the look
Schwarzenegger
down.
has that jaw.
Have you looked at my son's jaw?
No, I have. I agree that I was not aware of Patrick Schwarzenegger until now. I
Look
can
at my
see
son's
it.
jaw. My son looks more like his mother, but it's fine.
I can see it. Yeah.
He does. He looks more like a Kennedy
does.
than he does a
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger.
I mean, I do. Yeah. It kind of depends on what they're going for. I think your pick is good for like a younger Cyclops, and mine's a little older, kind of, a little more wizened. Has been through some shit.
I think they're very close in age.
I think Patrick Schwarzenegger looks significantly younger.
So Graveyard,
okay. All right.
Graveyard's pick was Asa Butterfield.
Who dat?
Okay.
Yeah. I see
Asa
that.
Butterfield. The last time I saw him in anything, he was still a kid, so I don't even know what he looks like as an adult.
Somebody look him up.
I am.
Frey, did
Yeah.
you say
Okay.
did you say Patrick Schwarzenegger as well?
Yeah, I did. I had him
So
down.
crazy.
I don't know.
Hilarious.
I don't know how I feel about Asa Butterfield. He looks way too young. He's 28, but he looks like a child, kind of.
Like
That was almost our
12.
problem.
He
with-
does
with
look really
Patrick
young.
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Patrick Schwarzenegger at least looks like he's in his mid 20s.
Yeah. You can see that.
Yeah. Okay, so did everybody say
I think so.
Yeah,
say?
I think everybody did.
Okay.
All
right. So the next one we have is Professor X. So let's mix it up a little. Okay, Phil, you go first.
My Professor X. Let me open up my list again. Oh shit.
I haven't ever heard of that actor.
Yeah, I know, right? Mark Strong.
Oh, okay, I could see that.
Yeah,
All right.
I like the idea of Mark Strong as Professor X. I think he has a lot of strong performances. British actor, so I mean, like, you can have that on there. If not Mark Strong, my runner-up would be Ralph Fiennes.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Michael Week.
Fiennes.
Yeah,
That would be good.
So Phil.
Yeah.
So did you put Mark Strong on there first, or did I?
What are you guys doing?
And Mark Strong's already bald, so I mean, like,
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah,
yeah,
Mark Strong is also my pick.
yeah.
So I really think he could do it. He's got the look down. He's got the intensity down. He could do a really impassioned speech. He's got that kind of Patrick Stewart energy.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, you know, if they wanted to do like a reboot of, you know, like a Kelvin Timeline Next Generation or something, he'd probably be a good Picard too. And I feel like that's a good qualification for being Professor X. So,
James,
Is there any way that we start to race bend some of these characters?
oh yeah,
By all
I
means,
think
please.
Professor X. I don't think you need to really.
Because as I was doing this research and I saw, I came across somebody, and somebody said Jeffrey Wright,
Oh, Jeffrey
he'd
Wright
be
is so good.
amazing.
Yes,
and I was like, wow, that would be bold, and I like it.
I just didn't pick him because he's a Watu.
Yeah, he's the
from
Watcher.
What If. So
Yeah, he's the Watcher.
Hey,
Yeah,
you
but
know,
I mean, he's a character that even if he was in live action, it wouldn't look like him.
Yeah.
bald people need to work too. Okay, let them
Yeah,
have two different
exactly.
roles.
Exactly. That's why we pick Mark Strong.
Yeah, but
So
I like that because he's such a good actor.
I mean,
Jeffrey
yeah,
Wright.
no,
he
I
is a
agree.
really
Yeah,
good actor.
Jeffrey Wright's amazing.
I would
but I'm not saying
absolutely
that.
love him to be that.
Yeah.
I would love him to be Professor X. Although I think Mark Rylance would actually be a better Professor X.
I'm not familiar with that
He
person.
played the guy that created the video game in Ready Player One that they found at the end. He was also in Wolf Hall.
Ooh.
And he's been in so much, and he always he's such a good character actor that he embodies the role, so you, even though he looks the same, you don't think it's the same actor. And
Yeah.
I just think he could do a really good job with Professor X.
Interesting. Okay.
Oh yeah, he has the look down.
Yeah, he's very distinguished and a
He's-
little
he-
put out all the
He's
time.
very professorial. He looks like a teacher. Like it's really
Yeah.
okay. I like
Yeah.
it.
Graveyard says Bryan Cranston.
Oh yeah, I could do that. Yeah, we
I'm
need a Breaking
betting-
Bad X.
I don't want to spoil anything. I'm betting Bruce Campbell's on here somewhere, right?
He's all
Somewhere
of
in
them.
the answers, he'll be there.
He's
Yeah.
He is
somewhere.
not.
Yeah.
He is not.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Shocking.
Let's continue.
Shocking.
All right. Our next one is Professor X's favorite boy toy, Luscious Lex Lyncher himself, Magneto.
God.
Phil?
Viggo Mortensen.
Done.
Ooh.
Perfect.
Ooh.
I think
Perfect.
Viggo Mortensen is the
I like-
perfect
that's
casting.
good.
He's not
Yeah.
too old, not too young.
No, that's good.
He has the look. He has the acting ability. Viggo Mortensen, 100%.
Okay. All
right.
right. I
right, I like
disagree, but okay. All right.
No, it is an inspired choice. I agree.
I think Vigo might be a better Banshee.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
He'd have to have a straight
But,
up
you
Irish
know.
accent for that, though. He'd have to be an Irishman.
I see where you're going with that with Vigo, but I would go a little bit older. So I will raise you and I will say Mads Mikkelsen as Magneto.
Oh, that's
Ooh,
kind of an
okay.
interesting take.
I could, yeah.
He's a little bit old,
Okay.
can be grisly, but can be dignified, and can play dramatic really well.
And
Yeah,
he
has a
ladies
lot
love
of
him.
range. Which
Lady
is important.
LL Mads Mikkelsen. Yeah.
Important.
LLMM.
Who do you guys got?
Should I go or do you want to go first?
You can go. Go ahead.
Okay. So for a few of these, I retained people from previous movies. So Magneto is the first one of them. I'm retaining Michael Fassbender. I just don't know if between him and Ian McKellen, if anybody else could properly do Magneto justice. He has experience with the character. He knows what he's doing. He's able to play tortured. I think I would have loved to maybe find a Jewish actor or something to play him, but I think we Michael Fassbender has it down already, so I would be good for him just returning and just staying.
He's also
as...
fluent in German.
He is. See, there you go. And you have a whole. You can do the backstory and all that. It's he's got the right energy. So I'm just keeping Michael Fassbender.
Okay. Frey, where are you at?
I went a totally different direction, but it's one of Michael Fassbender's brothers from Band of Brothers.
Ooh.
Damian Lewis.
Okay.
All right.
Wow,
Okay.
that was silence. Damian Lewis, and you guys went,
Maybe you're blowing our minds.
I need to see.
Well,
what
so he actually, he and Mike
yeah.
Rylance did Wolf Hall together, and them together, it was just amazing. They're the reason that Wolf Hall was so great. And Damian Lewis can play really evil. We've seen him do it. But he also
like
has
this
that
thing.
like prestige, and he's got that like he's got gravitas. So I
He's
just
got the
think that
look.
he
He does,
should do
yeah.
it.
No, I agree.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
I like
Mhm.
it. I like it.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. It's Yeah. Okay. I see it.
Scarlet Witch is a ginger, and so is he, and I think that is also important.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know.
Okay, who do we have next? Who do we have next?
Oh, Graveyard had Peter Capaldi.
No, he had
I
Bruce
can
Campbell.
see Peter Capaldi.
Sure.
Bruce Campbell.
Okay.
All right,
All right.
next we have a Beast.
Beast.
That's
So-
on me, right?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
So this took me a minute to figure out because I was like, who could play Beast really well? And I was like looking online and seeing suggestions, and who I ended up going with is did you guys watch Midnight Mass?
No, but
No.
I've been to a midnight mass
Okay.
because I grew up Catholic.
There is an actor. He is a Middle Eastern actor, very good actor. He plays the sheriff. My pick is Rahul Kohli. If you guys
I know
look him
who
up-
Rahul Kohli is.
yeah,
He's
that dude is
he's a really great guy. He's a great actor.
really good. And I started like looking into like different actors and like looking at like, okay, who would be good as Beast, and I like pictured him in like, you know, a full costume and being like, you know, the big blue Beast, and I was like, dude, he could pull that off. He'd be a really good Beast. So Rahul Kohli is my pick for Beast.
Rahul Kohli looks like Ezra Bridger.
He kind of does. He
From
could be an
Ahsoka.
older Ezra Bridger.
Yeah. Yeah. That's cool.
All right.
I kind of like that. I like that we all seem to be going in different directions, except for Patrick Schwarzenegger. So that was
Well,
really
I went in a different direction. I would like to point out. So,
What did you go with Beast?
I went with Sam Richardson.
Sam Richardson is
Sam
from
Richardson.
I know he was on Ted Lasso for a little bit. He's been
Oh,
Yeah,
he
him.
was on Veep. He played
And-
the owner, owner of the Nigerian. He kept like calling Sam Obensaya Pinky.
Yep.
Oh,
Pinky
It's
God.
that guy. It's that guy.
Okay.
I feel like just from his previous roles, I haven't seen him in a lot, but from his previous roles, from what I've kind of seen, he seems like he could kind of get both of the sides of the character. He could do the very like intelligent and thoughtful and clever Beast, but also the slightly more I'm trying not to let go. I'm trying to retain all of that. I feel like he can really get that struggle down. Plus, he's got the look down. He's kind of got a big physique and whatever. Like even in just a human form, he looks like he could possibly be Beast.
Okay, all
So,
right.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, all right, James.
I didn't really go with one. I stayed with Kelsey Grammer since we've seen Kelsey Grammer in, what was that, the Marvels?
the Marvels. Yeah.
Yeah, I just kind of stuck with
Yeah.
that.
Okay, all right. I went with Alan Rickson.
Oh, look at you.
Alan,
You did it. You did it.
I went with
Alan
Alan
Rickson.
Rickson.
You know who Alan Rickson is.
We don't
You
need
did
an
it.
explanation.
You don't need to look him up.
I did it.
I mean, she
Okay.
wants to
Did
look
it.
him
What
up.
do you?
That's the question?
No. What do you got to say about that, Phil?
I
He'd
feel like,
be in blue.
true. I feel like not that he's an insignificant character, but I feel like Beast is a waste for Alan Richardson.
Why?
I feel like there are much more prominent characters that you can give Alan Richardson.
You mean like Batman?
But that's DC. I'm talking about in Marvel.
Okay, who in Marvel then?
I don't know. I just don't feel like I feel like Beast is kind of
Well, I mean, Along the same lines, speaking of Alan Richardson, from the Reacher, and I'm gonna kind of jump around, but for I could see this character or Alan Richardson playing this character, but for Colossus.
Alan Richardson.
Oh yeah,
actually
he'd
probably
be great,
better for
Colossus.
Well, I was thinking, who was in season 3 of Reacher? Oliver Richter's, who played that huge guy that beat up Reacher. I could see that guy being Colossus.
I kind of
Or
just want
Omega
the dude from
Red.
Deadpool. I kind of just want the dude from Deadpool to play Colossus.
I mean,
that guy was perfect.
No,
anybody in that universe, that dude was the perfect Colossus.
Oh no, I
He's
agree completely.
comic book accurate. He is everything about him is perfect. Like,
but what about this dude from Reacher? This Zangief looking dude, you know?
He said Omega Red. That's actually a really good point.
Okay.
Omega Red, yeah.
I'll give that to you.
Yeah.
Graveyard said Jerome Flynn.
Yeah, he's wrong. That's Bruce Campbell. It's Bruce Campbell. Bruce Campbell is Colossus, is what he wrote.
Oh gosh. Okay. So the next one is Nightcrawler.
Ooh, Nightcrawler.
Probably not going to be Alan Cumming after giving away all the secrets.
No. So my pick, because of the way that he gets into his roles and the way that he can kind of contort himself, I feel like he would be really good to lend himself to Nightcrawler. Bill Skarsgård.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I like that. And he's
Yeah.
creepy. So, and that could bring in like a creep factor to Nightcrawler that they haven't had before.
Right. I think Bill Skarsgård would be a really good Nightcrawler.
He's kind of an
To do.
odd-looking guy too, which I think helps.
He's like, he's got this weird look to him, but he's still oddly handsome. So it's like it's
Yeah,
a weird thing.
He is oddly attractive, but it's I think it's the right kind of. I think it's the right kind of energy.
I want the swashbuckling Nightcrawler.
I also think Bill Skarsgård can do that. That's the
Yeah.
thing. It's like,
Yeah.
I think that
Because he
does
can
enough
go arg.
well,
we
like,
already have Alan Cummings as Nightcrawler, but if we had to recast, I think we go with another, gay host of a TV show, and we go RuPaul as Nightcrawler. That would be the perfect swashbuckling Nightcrawler out there. You're welcome,
Okay, I'm sorry.
internet.
Erase everything else. That's my pick.
There you go.
Oh
There
my
you go.
God. Graveyard said Timothy Chalamet.
Great.
Of course he did.
But he meant Bruce Campbell.
My pick. It's another one where I'm retaining somebody. I am retaining Cody Smith McPhee from the newer Fox X-Men movies.
Oh, the young,
That
the
guy.
little itty bitty, the baby crawler,
Yeah, the younger one.
the
'Cause
baby.
I think he's got the energy. He's got the look down. Like he really
The
yeah,
stamina.
the stamina. Yeah, he was a perfect Nightcrawler. So I would just keep him
Oh wow.
and
Cool,
give
cool.
him
Wow.
another chance to be in better movies.
Mhm.
Okay.
I said Ty Tennant.
Who?
Ty Tennant, David Tennant's son, who was Aegon in House of the
Oh.
Dragon. He peed out the window.
Okay.
If you look at him now, he's got short, dark, curly hair, and he's kind of lanky. He's not as tall as his dad, but he is still on the taller side. I think he could do swashbuckling, and he could do that like, oh, I'm so alone, and I'm blue, and I'm German, and I
I'm
think that would be
Catholic.
great.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I like it. Okay. He's got the look.
Yes.
Yeah,
Next up,
I should have did more Game of Thrones type characters because they're all gonna get recycled.
yeah, exactly. But next up is the one, the only blue lady, Mystique. So let's hear from SHDU first. This
Do what
time.
you do.
All right. So my pick, again, slightly older Mystique. I'm going Megan Fox, actually.
Oh.
I
Wow.
think she's got the energy.
Hold on.
Uh,
You said slightly older Megan Fox. What do you categorize Megan Fox as?
Excuse me while I do some Googling.
Uh oh, here we go.
Do you consider Megan Fox like cougar level?
No. I meant slightly older, as in like not in her 20s.
Okay. All right.
Because I'm thinking like if we're doing like almost a first class thing, we're gonna need younger actors.
Is she a MILF for you?
Does she have kids?
I don't know. I'm just wondering.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get your
Well, then
POV.
that's the definition of.
I'm skibbity whatever. I'm trying to see your POV.
Please,
Skibbity
Jesus,
bibbity.
no, please don't do that. I am Gen Z, not Gen Alpha. What
What do you got to say about that, chat?
Just
let's keep it going because we do have people waiting in the rafters. So let's
We
keep
do.
it
Okay,
going.
let's do this.
Anyway,
Let's do this.
I
Let's do
think
this.
Megan Fox has the look down. She could do Mystique. It makes sense to me.
Okay.
Continue.
James.
I was gonna say I like that one. I was just giving him crap, but I didn't have a Mystique one. So, but I do like the Megan Fox one. That's nice. Good job. Good job.
Okay.
I feel your Riz.
Phil.
Ana de Armas.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think
yeah,
Ana de
I can
Armas,
see that.
she has
was
the
the runner-up,
acrobatics
yeah.
down. She has a lot of the acting chops and everything like that. She does action really well. I think she would do a good job with Mystique.
I can
Okay.
see it.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we all
And-
picked somewhat attractive people too, because that is part of the character.
Well, yeah, Mystique is very attractive.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Okay, so before we get to graveyards, I said Jodie Turner Smith.
oh,
So she
You-
was the mother in the mother of the twins in Acolyte, and she was on Bad Monkey. She played like a voodoo priestess.
She already got a role. You know who she's gonna play. Stop.
And it's probably
No,
all of
no,
our
I've got
picks.
somebody else for that. But yeah,
Okay.
but that's who I said would be Mystique. Look, it was either her or Hannah Waddingham.
oh God,
I still think Hannah Waddingham would be a better Emma Frost.
Okay.
would be good at Emma Frost.
Yeah, she would be a good Emma Frost.
Talk about milfs.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. What about Graveyard?
Graveyard said Alice Eve.
Okay.
Is that the daughter
Okay,
of
I
Bruce
could see
Campbell?
that.
Okay. Okay. I could see her.
I like it.
I could
Yeah,
see
yeah,
her.
Eric in the chat said Andy Samberg should be Nightcrawler.
Of course.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds
All right. So those are the characters that we know are appearing in Avengers Doomsday.
Yeah.
Right.
So the characters that I added are Jean Grey, Polaris, Rogue, Storm, Wolverine, Jubilee, and X-23. So we're gonna go through those and come up with those. I just picked some X people out of the ether. So who
full
knows? It could be everybody.
disclosure. I didn't do all my homework and I didn't do all of them. So I say, since we're at time, by the way, we should push forward and pick like one or two characters and fan cast them and we can keep it going.
Let's just
Mainly because
go
I didn't do my homework.
quickly.
Or we could do a rapid fire.
Yeah, let's just do rapid fire and then and James could, since he didn't do his homework, he can MC it, and then that way, and we could just rapid fire. We just won't say why. We'll just
We'll just say this person, this person, this person. This
Okay,
person.
let's start. Okay,
Yes, no.
here we go.
Okay.
Frey, let's start with you. So give me some fan casting for who you saw as Jean Grey in the new MCU version of the X-Men,
Emma Mackey,
Okay.
who is from
Barbie, Sex Education. She was a Margot Robbie lookalike.
Ooh. Why? How come
Yeah,
nobody
the
said
kid with the
Margot
dark hair.
Robbie?
Yeah, no, I don't know.
That's my
Phil.
pick. I didn't do Jean Grey, so my pick is Margot Robbie for Jean Grey. Boom! I did my homework.
Okay,
You're welcome.
there you go.
Young Phil, what do you got? He fell asleep.
So I was trying to go through different actresses and everything, and who I ended up landing on is Saoirse Ronan.
Ooh.
I could see
What-
that. I like
What
Yeah.
he's really saying is he didn't do his homework as well. So he was trying to buy time, search on his phone, and give a name. So who'd you say again?
Saoirse Ronan.
She's very Irish.
Yes, and married to a Scotsman, Jack
And
Loudon.
I've kind of had a crush on her for a long time. But that's beside the point. So
All right, Shadu, who do you pick?
I have Evan Rachel Wood.
It's not
I
bad.
could see that.
I
I
like
could see
I like
that.
your style there.
Again, redhead. She has look down. She is. Yeah. Again, she's been in a lot of things. She has a diversity of roles and has a good range, I think. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And again, she
You're
also
right,
just
she does.
looks the part. So
Graveyard
There
you
said Kiernan Shipka.
Which is also German for Bruce Campbell. And
What's next?
okay, let me throw mine out there since this is the homework I did do. But the person I have in mind, I could see playing either Rogue, so we can go Rogue, or I could see this person playing like Kitty Pryde. But my vote is for Rogue, Millie Bobby Brown.
Oh, that's a good one. Actually.
Boom. You're welcome.
Yeah. No, that's
Show's
okay.
over.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Actually,
see
me
that.
and Graveyard had the same person for ours.
Okay,
Go ahead,
why don't
Kitty
you
Hat.
start then? Who's the person that you think should
Play
not
Rogue.
live up to my answer?
Hillary Duff.
So wait. So we're doing Rogue.
Have you not seen what she looks like now?
So we're doing okay.
Rogue.
So we're going. I see. Okay, cool. Then we've done the list in a different way now. Okay, cool. So Rogue. I do that.
Do you not? Have you not seen what Hillary Duff looks like nowadays?
Yeah, but
No.
I went younger. I went with Nico Parker from Last of Us season 1. She played Joel's daughter,
Oh,
and
okay.
I think she would be an amazing Rogue.
can
I
see
like
it.
that answer. That's good.
I also went younger. I went with Lily James, who has been in a bunch of stuff. She was in the newer Cinderella thing. She was in Mamma Mia. She was Pamela Anderson in Pam and Tommy. She has a again wide variety. She can play traumatized. She can play empowered. She I think she can really do that. Plus, she can do a southern accent.
We're not explaining it this time.
Okay, moving on. Go. I will not.
All right. So that was our Rogue. Everybody good on Rogue? Who?
Yeah.
Let's go with another strong female character. Let's go with Storm. Because Frey stole my answer already
She probably stole mine too.
with the Jodie Turner-Smith. That's who I thought was going to be Storm. But who do you guys
Well, I
think would be
wanted to
Storm?
be different.
Okay, go ahead. You start it off. Be different.
I said Numi Aki.
Mimi Aki.
Yes, she's a British actress. She was in Mickey 17. She's the one that wanted to have sex with all the Mickeys at the same time.
I mean, who wouldn't?
Whoa, spoiler alert. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I do like her. That's a good
She
point.
was also in Star Wars: Rise of Skywalker.
Huh. Oh, her. Yeah. Okay. I know exactly. Who
Yeah,
you're at.
yeah.
Yeah. I can see that. I
Thinking
also
I'm
went
like
with.
doing.
I also went with Jodie Turner-Smith. So, because she's the obvious choice. I've been talking about her being Storm for like a year now. So.
Well, I've been talking about her for about 3 minutes, so I think I won that one.
Eric is saying Jade Cargill should play Storm. I'm okay with that too.
Jade Cargill, a WWE wrestler, totally would work as Storm.
Yeah.
She's a fit. That's actually her kind of moniker. She goes by the Storm of WWE.
Oh yeah. No, she just is Storm.
Yeah.
Literally, yeah.
I see.
I think she actually came out in ring gear as Storm one time.
Yeah.
For me, so this is someone who I've never seen any of her work, but mostly just I saw a fan casting of this a while back, and it kind of stuck with me, and I was like, oh my god, you put her in the costume and she would look perfect, like comic accuracy. Yaya DaCosta.
I'm gonna look up Yaya.
Mm-hmm.
Raise your ya. No,
I
nobody.
like that. I think that's I like that
Oh yeah.
that casting as well.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess she's gonna be in the new Tron movie too. So,
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
but yeah,
Okay.
Yaya DaCosta.
like
Just
her.
looking at her, I was like, dude, she could be Storm. She looks like Storm.
Yeah. No, I really like her. Okay. Cool.
Graveyard has Tati Gabrielle.
I don't know
Oh.
who that is.
Yeah.
Tati Gabrielle.
I picked Millie Bobby Brown as Polaris. I thought she'd be good as Polaris. Just by the way.
Cool. Yeah, we haven't.
Because we were talking about Millie Bobby Brown.
We haven't gotten to Polaris yet, apparently. So.
Well, James was talking about Millie Bobby Brown.
Tati Gabrielle is. Have you guys been watching Last of Us?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's the ball.
I was just thinking about her.
She's the ball chick from
Yeah.
in season 2. Yeah. I had to look her up, and I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah." And that's the ball
I
chick.
could totally see her.
She could be Storm
as well.
Yeah, she also looks like she's usually blonde, so
she changes her hair. If you,
I know she changes her hair, but most of these pictures are her being blonde. I'm like, oh, I see it. So
yeah,
I see it. I like it. Okay, cool.
All right, before
women.
we get into like any like other characters that you just want to see, does anybody think that they're gonna recast Wolverine?
Yeah, they are. They're going to.
Do you think so?
They're going to. Yeah.
No way.
100%. They've already said that they need a younger actor that can continue the franchise.
All right, who do you think they would pick as a Wolverine?
So I've had 2 names that I've been saying on this show for like almost a year now,
and one of them is Bruce Campbell.
One of them is Daniel Radcliffe. Just because I've seen mock-ups of that Daniel Radcliffe, and I think he has the acting skills to do it. The other one is the one that I'm more serious about is Taron Egerton. I think Taron Egerton could play a young Wolverine like really well.
Yeah. Okay, I like it.
He was really
I also
good
picked
in
Daniel Radcliffe.
Nice. I went with Jared Kiso from Letterkenny. If you know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Shorzy.
Yeah.
He plays Shorzy as well.
Yeah.
Graveyard had Jesse Plemons.
Okay.
I could see Jesse Plemons. Got a lot of gingers going on here.
You know, I was just looking at Jared Kiso. He kind of reminds me of a Stephen Amell.
Okay.
And which made me think like, where's Stephen Amell? Like, what? How come he's not in DC or he's not in? Well, he was in DC, but how come he's not in like Marvel? Why isn't he doing more? I know he's on like Suits LA now, but like, why isn't he in like big blockbuster type movies?
I think he's doing what he wants to do.
I don't like it.
He can't do what he wants to do. He has to do everything for us.
Yeah, exactly. I'm down with that. All right. Does anybody have any other Wolverine names?
I said Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh, that's right. You both said.
Yeah.
So who did Graveyard say? Bruce Campbell for Wolverine?
Jesse Plemons.
No, Jesse Plemons.
All right.
Yeah.
Jesse Plemons.
I'll take that.
Okay, cool.
Okay. How about any other characters that you see? Like, let me fit in this
3
character.
more to go here.
Yeah, but I mean, we're already pretty over time. Like we got to start.
All right, so
rapid fire it.
Yeah. All right, Polaris.
Who do you got?
I have
Millie Bobby Brown.
Okay, yeah, you have Millie Bobby Brown. James, who do you have for Polaris?
I got nothing.
Okay, young Phil.
I didn't have anything for Polaris.
I have Natalia Dyer. I don't really know who she is. She was on a bunch of fan casts. Jubilee. Frey.
Natasha Louis Bordizzo.
Cool.
Oh,
James.
that's perfect. No, hold on. Everybody stop. Frey's right. Sabine Wren? Right?
Oh, shit. Yeah. Okay.
No, that's actually
yeah.
Everybody needs to be quiet.
Like
it's
it.
Frey. Frey's right. Frey's right.
Just real quick on mine. I said Lana Condor, who played her in.
I also said Lana Condor. She was screwed.
Yeah, I think that she did a good job
there we
in
go.
the movie. So I mean, like she deserves a second chance as the
All right,
character.
and then finally, if they're recasting X-23, Frey.
I said Daphne Keene.
It's Daphne
James?
Keene. I don't think anybody else should play her.
I think we all said Daphne Keene. So yeah. So,
Graveyard said Adeline Rudolph for Jubilee.
No, it's from what, a scary movie or something? No.
I don't know. He also has 2 extra characters just because he can't let these ones go. John Hamm is Mr. Sinister, and I agree with that one 100%. And Jim Carrey returning to play Mojo.
I think he should return to play Arcade, but that's me.
I like those
Oh, wow.
actually. Those are pretty good. Those are pretty good.
Yeah.
All
All right, Disney, you got a lot to do with X-Men. You got to put some money out there.
Hey, we are the definitive group online on the internet. So
Yes, we do.
Disney,
We stand atop a mountain of unassailable truth. But
So-
you do have your own.
yeah,
I will say this about X-Men and casting for films and whatnot. I could see any group, like combination of these actors getting into the films when it comes to the X-Men. But what I think Disney will do is do some kind of X-Men Disney Plus series and get a lot of actors that we've never seen before, and maybe it's going to be like a new Mutants type thing where they get a bunch of younger actors to fill into these mutant roles and go from there.
Or doing like a first class thing or whatever.
Kinda, yeah. All right, cool. That was fun.
Cool. All right, no, that was great.
Absolutely
I
was.
wish
Give
we
me
had more time
one
to do
moment
it.
here, guys. I got to set something up.
All right.
We'll just sit here and wait. That's fine.
Okay.
But if you didn't know, we got merch, people.
We got merch, people. What screen is this shit on?
I just wanted to see if you knew where the button was.
I don't. Where's the button?
Technology.
Oh, you know what? Because now I have this.
That works. Jeez.
I've got my own like button now. So yes,
I came back and I just heard the.
he's like, what is going on right now?
I was like, what?
He's got a
What
button
is?
for a button. Great.
He's hunting for a button. Let me add the screen back real quick here because I had to add something to the
Real quick, while we're just kind of filling, Eric Ruiz said Tom Hardy needs to be Wolverine. I knew Tom Hardy was a good Venom. I think he made Venom, but I think there's room for more Tom Hardy somewhere in these films.
I don't think it's Wolverine though.
No, I don't think so either.
I don't know, but like he's such a good actor.
Plus, I would like
I
to
could
say
see him
that,
as Sabretooth.
Yeah, there you go. Somebody like that.
Plus, I
That
would like to
actually
say
would be
Jared Kiso is Canadian, so just saying.
There you
Well,
go.
ladies and gentlemen, before we get out of here, we do have to talk about what we did over the weekend. We were lucky enough to be featured at OmegaCon. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, we had an amazing time at OmegaCon. So here to talk about OmegaCon and everything that we did at that show, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our con correspondents. It is the DeLong family.
Hey.
How's it going, guys? Oh,
Audio.
I did not realize holy crap. Okay.
What is going on?
It's okay. Continue,
It's
guys.
been a long show.
OmegaCon was this past weekend down in Madeira, and we had a lot of friends there, including the DeLongs. So, Jeff, Sandra, how was the show? You had a booth there. Talk about the show in Madeira. What was your experience like?
Go ahead.
Oh, I think you're going to go. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We had a booth. Pete asked us to have a 90s theme, basically photo op. So we had our backdrop. We brought Reptar and a bunch of little props. We were walking around as Jawas and Bruce and Jeff were Jawas, wreaking all kinds of havoc, getting chased around by people, almost stealing what was the bat car called again?
Tumblr.
The Tumbler.
Yeah.
We were trying to take apart the Tumbler, and I won a raffle that I didn't think I'd win.
Congratulations.
Because I never win raffles.
Well, congratulations. It's first time for everything.
Yeah, and I wasn't sure how to fit it in the truck on the way home.
Oh my.
Yeah, she won a giant Pikachu. Great.
Yes.
No, guys, it was a great time. You know, we had a booth and we were hosting the show and everything like that. But there's this band that was there. They were called Lunch Money, and they were great. Kind of like a ska band on their own, but they just played like a lot of like geeky music. You know, so
that's
like
fun.
all that kind of fun
Nice.
stuff.
That's
Of course, they had a whole bunch of guests that were there. You know, Lou Ferrigno was being the Hulk, all that kind of stuff.
Awesome.
there-
Very cool. Yeah,
There was a lot of
that's
good celebrities. There was David Gonzalez there. There was Lou Ferrigno. There was the voice of Dragon Ball Z.
Dale Kelly, friend of the show, Dale Kelly was there.
Yes.
Duke Nukem.
That's right. John St. John, who we're going to see this upcoming weekend, was at the show.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, the people from Agatha all along. There was a Jawa from The Mandalorian. There was all kinds of great celebrities there this time. They had the cantina up and going, so that with all kinds of cool Star Wars drinks. So yeah, it was, and they had a cosplay contest. Phil messed up one of the questions in the trivia.
I gave away the answer because somebody said something about, yeah, well, that's my master. I was like, wait, Darth Bane's master was, oh, shit.
So
And the Green Ranger was serenaded.
Yes, the Green Ranger got serenaded by the band.
There's a clip of that somewhere in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us about the show itself. Like, tell us about the vibe. Did you guys have a good time? Was it hot? I see Cindy
hot.
Rue was there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Cindy Rue was there as always because she's like the main host for the cosplay at all of Pete's stuff. It was inside and outside, so it was a hot day. It was Madeira, but it was good. It was a lot of fun. And if you needed to cool off, you just went inside and played some video games and walked around.
yeah, there were like 4 different zones. So there's like this little shaded area over where Phil was, where the stage was, and then there was a kind of inside section where the bar was. But it was like inside, but it was like in a barn. It wasn't AC'd or anything. And then there's the part that's just out in the sun. And then there's a lovely area where we were right here, which was all AC'd.
So you guys got the AC. That's nice. So okay, cool. So there was that's the vendor hall, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, that and then the yard outside. So the vendors that had more sensitive items, like Jennifer's cookies, which would melt out in that sun, got to be
Mhm.
inside.
Yeah.
Her cookies looked amazing. I saw some of the pictures that you guys had. Those cookies are so detailed.
Yeah.
It's like artwork.
She does put a lot of work in them, and they do taste pretty good. Phil, we still have your cookies because Bruce accidentally brought them home. I forgot to give them back to you.
No.
You can give them to me. I'll eat them. That's fine.
Hey, if you
Oh,
want
and
to
the
ship them
Ghostbusters
across the
were there,
country,
too.
we'll eat them too.
So the cantina, I heard that was ran by Project Wish Upon a Star.
Yes, it was. And they had a bunch of photo ops. Cindy Rue, pretty much anyone who was Star Wars related was in there because it was Star Wars themed, as you could tell. Hence why we brought the Jawas so we can walk around there and have all kinds of fun. And they had a lot of cool Star Wars themed drinks, kid friendly and not kid friendly. And it was all a good time.
Nice. That sounds
I
awesome.
like it.
It looks very cool.
It was really cool. You guys need to fly out for the next one next year.
I think we just need to live in California again. I think that's the lesson here.
Yeah.
I think Shadoo's ready to move. So
Yeah, I'm good. Let's do it.
I see a lot of space. Like, this sounds like look like a pretty big venue.
It was it was out at the fairground, so there was lots
Mhm.
of room there. There's plenty of room to move around. Also, a lot of the B-reel video that I got here, I got while the cosplay contest was going on, so we could actually see the booth instead of the back of people.
Right.
Right.
How's the turnout, like the attendance wise?
Oh, I think that was a good turnout.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
There's a good amount of people that were there. It was fairly busy.
That's good. That's good.
Nice.
Well, you know,
Good.
it's interesting because putting a show on like this, you know, for an area that doesn't get a lot of shows, but putting it on, say, on Mother's Day weekend is tough, and it's also what is it, Lodi
Yeah,
Con
Lodi Con.
was the same weekend, so it's
Which is
like
like
there's a lot of
Northern area.
competing factors, but that's good that there was a turnout, especially for a bigger venue like this. So that's awesome. I dig it.
Just saying that
That's
Bumblebee that's in the real, he won first place in the cosplay contest.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
mean, of course he
awesome.
did. Like that is incredibly impressive.
Yeah.
Well, his mask transforms, and there's like exhaust smoke that leaks out of the chest piece, and I was like, "What the
Damn.
hell?"
Mini.
No, that's crazy. Oh, that's awesome.
That's awesome. Who do we know who that is? Because
No,
normally
we've not
we
met that
see
person before.
those bigger cosplays. We see who's it? Hummin H2.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't
Wasn't
Humming
him.
HQ in
Right. So I was just wondering like who that was. That's cool. Look at young Phil there. He almost looked like he was doing a Daredevil cosplay with his glasses and cane, or it might have been a
Yeah.
lightsaber, but it looked like
It
was
was a
my
lightsaber.
Smoldering, you know, yeah.
I'm gonna say it's a
Oh.
cane.
Playing with one of my new lightsabers.
That's right. He picked up 2
Because
lightsabers.
Kyber Cave was there.
Oh, nice. Skybreaker was it? Look, friends everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I'm glad OmegaCon went off and you guys had a good time. It looks awesome. Man, that cantina had a lot going on.
Yeah, it was good. It was a whole good thing that they had going on there.
Awesome. Well, shout out to Pete Salazar for putting on OmegaCon. He also puts on Weekend Blenders. He also has got his shop Time Machine down there in Fresno. So shout out to Pete for putting on shows for all of us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool.
He's always a great guy to work with.
DeLong Fam Cosplay, what's your next show?
Gem State.
Boom. Look at that.
Woo.
See?
There you
Show
go.
to show.
We're
I
all
like,
tying it together.
I like it. So many shows. All right. Well, thanks for bringing us all this cool con stuff.
Yeah, and
Realistically, our next show is tomorrow when we're on YouTube.
Oh yes,
That's right.
Yes, it is.
Well, you know what? Hey, stick around, guys, because we're gonna get to pluggables here in a minute.
But of course, if you know, at this con, it looks like there may have been a lot of memorabilia, some souvenirs, perhaps some merch people, because we got merch people.
People.
Oh my gosh. We got merch people. We got new merch people. But first, let's talk about it. We could have the character shirt right there for you. The nice charcoal
Yes, yeah.
gray character shirt with a very nice unipool on it. So come get it if you want it. All you got to do is DM us at Distance Nerding on Instagram. Tell us what size you're looking for, how many you're looking for. They're $20 or $25 if we gotta ship them to you, unless tariffs go up, and then
Right?
then it's
And,
going to
well,
be
you know,
a
yeah.
lot more. We do also have bags as well. I'll go find a bag. So as we go out to the cons and we see you guys out at the cons, we'll have the character shirts. We'll have the bags, the little, I don't know what you call these.
Tote
Awesome.
bags.
On bags.
Con bags. We have the con bags. That's right. We said we were going to call it con bags. We have the con bags for $10. You know, if you want to get them for a deal, we'll give them to you with a shirt and bag for a deal. It'll come hang out. We'll get you free stickers.
Yeah, we have these wonderful kind of metallic stickers here. You can see.
Young Phil.
As well.
I just opened the box,
Uh-huh.
so that way everybody can see. This is the first time anyone is seeing these shirts, guys. This
Ooh.
is our
Ooh.
new
Let's
shirt.
see.
Ooh. Oh, I like it.
That
Yeah.
is very very similar to
So
another
it's
a gray
the
scale.
Distance Nerding logo with it's kind of a gray, white, and then the
Oh, okay.
yellow bolt. So
Right.
there's no blue in it. So it's just
Yeah,
kind
it's a dark fantasy Distance Starting.
yes.
I was gonna say it's like a chase version.
Yeah,
Chase
Like
version.
Funko Pops has the
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Works.
Yeah, so shout out to Eric in the chat. You know, he's our one of our designers that we love so much. He's also the guy who printed the shirts
Yeah.
for us.
Hey.
So, and he took our logo and was like, "Hey, do you want to do something different?" I'm like, "You know what? One of the things that people are asking for, like, I love the blue, I love the yellow, but a lot of people are like, hey, that's Chargers colors. We don't want that."
Yeah.
You know, so they're like, what else can you do? And he's like, hey, how about we make it gray and see what happens? I'm like, you
Yeah,
know,
let's make
that's
Raider
cool.
colors. Let's make it Raider colors.
I'll make it Raider colors. That's perfect. But then
Hey.
the bolt ended up popping really
Yeah,
well
no, it
off. So I'm
really-
like,
yeah, it is very
Yeah.
prominent. I really
that's
like
kind
it.
of fun. So let's do that. So it kind of goes with everything now. Kind of goes with whatever you're wearing. Come get that new shirt.
Whatever you're wearing, we want to talk. Oh.
So with tariffs and whatnot, that new shirt will be $25. But
Mm.
because we love you guys so much, we're gonna keep it $20 for the hardcore fans.
Exactly.
All
So
right.
DM us,
Come to
guys,
the
if you're
cons.
interested in one of the new shirts. We will get that to you.
I like it.
All
And
right.
Tater in the chat, we may have something else for you.
Oh yeah, we have something else, something that Eric sent to you, Tater, just for you. So let's move on
Wow.
here, guys. Let's talk about the schedule here. So the schedule we have: Tuesdays, the download from 6:30 to 8:30, the show you're watching right now. Thursdays, we do the build from 6 to 8, where we interview celebrities and special guests, and I build Lego on stream and everything like that. Our guest this
And it's
week,
absolute
we do
chaos.
have-
It's great.
I know.
Hey, well, hold on real quick before you get to the schedule. I just want to quickly shout out Chris Chipperson, who's my good buddy from the Comic Book Nation. We're always in the chat together making jokes, and he's super funny. And he's also part of the Raider Nation. So back to whatever you got to do. Go Raiders.
I see.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to be interviewing the creators of a tabletop game called Raging Kingdoms.
Oh, nice.
It is a RTS tabletop game. So that's going to be a fun game to talk about. We will be talking with the creators of that this Thursday. And then Friday, we will not be having a game night, mainly because we're going to be driving at that time. So we will be
Can I get
making
like a
our
copy of
way.
this game or something? That sounds
Huh?
awesome.
You can back the Kickstarter. Find
alright.
out more on Thursday.
All right. Yeah, so I see. Yeah, there you go.
You should jump in and be part of the show.
I might know. This sounds
Absolutely, man.
awesome.
Especially if you're going to be, not in the land of bad internet.
I am not. I am no longer in the land of internet. So.
Yeah. Typically, guys, I do game streams on Saturdays. I'm not going to be doing one on Saturday again because we're going to be doing a con. But we should be back to our regular scheduled programming next week. So we will see you back unless I play something in between then. So that is it for our schedule. Now let's talk about pluggables, ladies and gentlemen. Where are you at? SHDU, go ahead and give everybody your pluggable, sir.
I am SHDU Studios on YouTube and on Instagram. I currently do Elder Scrolls content, TTRPG videos, lore from my own fantasy world, my own original music, paranormal investigations, and so much more nerdy stuff. I am also on Frey's channel. We have a little series called Classified, where we take your favorite pop culture characters and place them into the respective D&D classes. Season 2 is currently being released, so go watch the latest episode, which again is still Percy Jackson. I'm going to just stop mentioning this until we have a new one, because this is getting a little sad at this point. There's also Journals of the Ancestors, which will be a continuation of Journals of Class, where we will go over races, ancestries, and or species that inhabit the worlds of the multiverse. I am also in the Distant Nerding Sphere. I'm on the download on Tuesdays, very sure you're watching right now. The build on Thursdays, probably this Thursday after hearing what it is. And I am allegedly on Kyber Cave Productions. Allegedly.
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 Jen, anything to add?
I'm really sweat.
Okay.
Me too.
That works.
It's very,
All right.
very hot in here.
DeLongs, please give us all of your pluggables, guys.
All right, guys, you can find us on Threads, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
this week on YouTube, we are getting ready for Boise. We are also 8 more subscribers away from giving away that hammer.
Ooh.
So just 8 more of you guys subscribe, and then we can give away a Warhammer with full set of D&D dice that are made of stone. It's like a $30 set of dice. They're a really nice set. So definitely go subscribe over on YouTube to Long Fam Cosplay. And come see us out in Boise.
Yeah, no, definitely go subscribe. You have some really very, very cool dice. So you always need more. Even if you think you don't, you always need more.
That's just how it is. James, you got anything to add?
Do I need to plug anything besides get those shirts at Distance Nerding? Just DM us at Distance Nerding. I haven't even seen those shirts. That was the first time I saw the shirts.
Yeah, first time I saw it too. I just opened the box like
yeah. So come get those shirts. Oh, actually, everybody get in line behind me. I got to get my shirt first.
You get news, you get reviews, you get unboxing videos.
Exactly. Unboxing videos. That's what everybody's here for. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to support the show outside of buying all of our merch, of course, you can head over to distancestarting.com, hit that big blue button at the top that says buy us a taco. You can join us, buy us a taco, join the taco party.
We'll add it in post. Don't worry about
it. I love that. I love that she knew. It was like, what did I break?
It wasn't me. It wasn't me that time. It wasn't
me that time. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to oh, I'm sorry, James. I'm stepping on.
Have something you want to discuss? Tell us what you're nerding out on and connect with us
on all the social media places: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, it's not X, Twitch, TikTok, Threads, YouTube, Discord, Blue Sky, MySpace, Vine, GeoCities, Friends from Second Life, AIM, Farmers Only, Christian Mingle, OnlyFans. It's only pictures of Aaron Watkins' feet and handles, the beard, Jahmez's glasses, judging you for not buying all of the new merch. It is judging you. Because buy all the merch, guys. Just do it. The bags and the shirts, and of course, everything she do would do for money.
Of course, it's me. It's me thinking I've broken things.
Yeah, every time.
I've broken things. Whispering in the microphone that I've broken something.
Oh God, fucking weird. All right. If you'd like us to break up with if you would like us to break up with your boyfriend, girlfriend, significant other, pet, schoolyard bully, annoying neighbor, just tell us how much you enjoy us, hate us, or wish the internet would consume us completely and spit us out at the feet of Bruce Campbell.
Yes, that's Bruce Campbell.
Oh, that's a good
will be in the next Marvel movie.
Bruce Campbell playing all of the X-Men characters.
Yes, all of the X-Men.
That's right. You can send us an email at dist.
He definitely should be.
I am really shocked that Bruce Campbell was not on this list.
That kind of I am too.
New one-man show.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it. What if they did a Muppets movie, like did the X-Men and all Muppets except James Marsden, and he would be playing Cyclops.
It's House of Muppets.
Oh, I thought we were going a different way. I thought we were going to do freaking Bruce Campbell and all the Muppets doing an Ash movie.
Okay, that's a movie I would watch 100%. It's nerding at AOL.com, and we will read it live on air. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it from us.
Thanks, and keep nerding together.
That's right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the dance party with the original music. That's right, because I put the wrong one on the soundboard. So we're using
before that
song.
Bruce, go to sleep.
Go to sleep.
Go to sleep, Bruce. Go to bed.
Go to sleep.
Bruce, it's time to go to bed, Bruce. Good night, sweetie. You have a good night and you sleep well.
I love that his parents are like trying the hardest not to laugh right now. Like, yeah, no. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the dance party again with the original theme song. Let's do this. Oh my God, did it start it from the beginning? Why did it do that? Or it didn't start from the beginning.
Technology.
It's new. There we go. Okay.
Buttons.
distance nerding.
Distance nerding.
This is a long song.
We'll see everybody on Thursday.